everybody. We're live. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Oh, literally the second I go live, Judd shows up.
Woohoo!
So all my captures just went to shit. So, look, I'm going to ask that while I fix that, somebody else talk and introduce the stream so that I don't have to do that.
Well, let's let our wonderful GM introduce the stream.
Oh, all
Then.
right. I will gladly. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this evening's stream on Shaun's fantastic Alphabet Streams Twitch channel. I'm very pleased to be here with you this evening. My name is Stephen, and I will be game mastering our D&D adventure, our Ruthless Hive. With me are our players, Jen, Tari, Shaun, who is a bit too wrapped up in stuff too. Okay, that was a good gesture, Shaun. Thank you. And Judd. Judd is with us. Hello, Judd. Judd had some fun technical issues while we were prepping, and that is why we're a little bit delayed. But he's here now. This is exciting. I'm very pleased, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I have been warned that these Chaos Gerblins are going to break me, and we will just see about that.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I probably am going to regret saying that, but that's okay. So let's see now. A couple of things. Before we, back when we were doing character creation, we privately did use some safety tools, which Jen helpfully compiled for us. Thank you, Jen. And we do know what each other's hard lines and soft lines are in terms of things that we are not going to be appearing in terms of content in the game. And it was nothing, nobody had a surprising fear of wombats that I need to work around, which is a relief because wombats figure heavily in all my role-playing games. But we did compare notes on that. We got we know what to lean away from. We know what to lean into, and so that's good. I do just want to note that although I don't think it'll be necessary because I don't actually plan to dive into anything adjacent to what my players said they didn't want to see, but I want to talk about one more safety tool that is used during play rather than before, and that's called the X card. And the X card is something that you can use when when something trips up your sensitivities, your sensibilities, and you do not want it to continue. And it is always okay to employ the X card. You do not have to justify it. You do not have to explain it. You do not need to worry about people asking you why. It is enough that you have chosen to deploy your X card. Now, when you are playing live, some people will use actual cards that have an actual X on them. Something you can do in virtual play like this is to put an X in the chat, but it would be easier for me, since I've got a few things to keep track of here, and I'm not always quick to follow chat, if you actually did an X card, or you can say X card. And that's how you say, hey, Stephen, I didn't mention my overwhelming fear of wombats, but this wombat is freaking me out, and I don't want this wombat tree to continue. And I will move away from wombats immediately. I will replace it with some other marsupial. There are plenty. Our
Unless we're afraid of all marsupials, and then we're going to have a problem.
Then we'll have a problem. You know what? There are also... There's capybaras. There's lots of things.
If I'm about to take lethal damage, can I X card that? No, I fear taking lethal damage.
No, What do you mean that roll didn't work? X card. Yes. You can as a wiser and greater dungeon master than I once said, you can certainly try. So our virtual tabletop this evening will be Owlbear Rodeo, which is the only one I have even a vague idea of how to use. And I've set up our initial play space on the virtual on the screen. I don't know if our friends following along can see that or not. I can see it when I click over to it. but I don't know if Shaun has enabled that. Oh, Shaun has enabled that. That is amazing. So
everything's enabled and everything is fixed.
That's amazing. I just want to quickly
mostly.
note. It's mostly fair, Shaun.
It's mostly fixed. Sorry, guys.
Mostly fixed. I do want to quickly note that all of the graphics here are used legally and with permission. I have this map. It comes from an old D&D module that I repurposed, and I bought that, and so that's cool. Jen and Turi used Hero Forge paid accounts to create their character images, and I used most of the other graphics come from. Some of you will recognize the art of Order of the Stick artist Rich Berliou, and I love Order of the Stick. It is rocketing towards what I suspect will be an epic conclusion, but he does create these sets of images that you can use. You can either print them out or you can use them electronically for your games. And I have used some of those to create our cast of thousands. So you see various people, with completely meaningless and unimportant names that will not be plot relevant at all. You don't need to worry about that.
So, before I get absurdly obsessed with making everything perfect. Everything is fixed now. It's all beautiful. It's almost perfect, but I'm going to stop myself because, like my mom, I have OCD. And so I should definitely stop from trying to make it perfect. But everybody's face is now on here. Judd, with his delicious beard, is here. He is, in fact, a real person. And so thank you, everybody, for coming to the stream and putting up with, a little bit of a wait. But everything should be fine now. And we may be able to play a game. Now, the big question for folks that are listening, I am using a different system for audio. And so a real quick question. Is there any audio problems that you're noticing? Are they all too loud? Am I too loud, too quiet, etc.? If there's, please let me know in chat. I can make a quick adjustment before we get started on doing this adventure, which is probably going to cause Stephen to regret ever choosing to be part of this.
No.
Oh, don't you?
I've had worse.
Do you want us to talk so they can let you know beforehand?
Well, they were just listening to all of you talk.
I don't think you should have admitted that, Stephen. Because
No.
Shaun will exceed the bar that has been set.
I know. I've played with Shaun before, and I should have learned my lesson then. But
I
think you, like me, are just gluttons for punishment.
That's what it is. I mean, that is the state of being a game master. That is the nature of the lonely path we walk.
Okay, so real quick before we hit our proper record buttons on here and all that good stuff, and we play a game and Stephen paints us word pictures. Jen, would you please sing for everybody?
A whole new world.
A new fantastic point of view.
Fantastic point of view. I can't remember the rest, but I'm the best. And now we're going to be streaming.
Judd, you don't have to sing, but it would be nice.
Oh, man. No, hold on. I know that your powers of retention are as wet as a warthog's backside. But thick as you are, pay attention. My words are a matter of pride. Now, is there like a 10-second snippet thing that it's like that's where you get the copyright strike? So I'll stop.
Gotta be honest, I don't care. Come at me, Disney. Mom, you please.
I'm not going to sing. I'm just going to talk. Or I could do row, row, row your boat
gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 my boat does stream.
Oh, stream.
Oh,
Sorry.
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
And then Stephen, audio test for you. You may sing. You are not required to, but Jenna is always required to.
Something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone. A comedy
Tonight.
Awesome.
I immediately went and listened to that song after you all referenced it. So,
All right. With that in mind, I have hit the record button on our Zoom, and we are now ready to play a Ruthless Hive. And so we now send it to Stephen. Stephen, paint us a word picture, sir.
It is early May, in the year 997 of the arrival, in the city of Drebs. Drebs is a city towards, not quite at, but towards the northern frontier of the Federation of Tenev. Tenev is a multinational empire, a polyglot, a vast and sprawling realm utterly devoted to mercantile profit. The city of Drebs, particularly, was founded not so many years ago by a former adventurer, the famed rogue Drebs Nijbet, who used his share of the take from an incredible adventure to buy himself a city and a lordship in these northern lands of the Federation. There, he set up a Ruthless Hive, a place devoted to profit in the most blunt, cruel, and rapacious sense. A place where money talks, and if you don't have it, you walk.
Uh-oh.
My American friends will all be thinking, we've never heard of anything like this. My goodness.
No, we have. It's called Canada.
However, in the midst of this terrible, cruel place where those with gold and power keep themselves on top at the expense of everyone else, some of you have found a refuge. The Shepherd's Crook Inn, in an out-of-the-way corner of the city of Drebs. It is a kinder, more welcoming place, where prices aren't extortionate and where people are treated like actual people who have value in and of themselves. All of you, over your time here, have found this inn, this place, and it has come to be a place that you care about. May not be the most important thing in the world to you. You can decide that. But it matters to you. It's a place you like to come to. It's a place where you feel comfortable. In the case of Kyle, I would imagine that it's a place you work, Shaun.
Sure.
You are the cook here at the inn. Your boss is Shepherd, a halfling. This is Shepherd.
Hello.
They are Hi, Kyle. They are a kindly soul who you have never seen harm another in any way whatsoever. They are truly kind, and you can't help wondering how long they'll last in this cold and cruel city. But for now, the inn is doing well enough. There are regulars, people from up and down the street who make it their haunt for meals, for a drink. Things are okay. And that is why we find Kyle back in the kitchen. of the Shepherd's Crook. Also in the inn, but in the main room, the common room, are 3 other people. Jen, why don't you introduce your character? And you don't have to stay there, by the way. You can be anywhere in the room you want. But why don't you introduce your character? Describe them.
Jen, you're muted.
Yeah, well, of course I am, because this would not be a stream if I didn't start out muted, of course. Hello all, my name's Grymuk. Everybody calls me Grim or Grimmy. I'm a former soldier with the Stone Guard, for a private mercenary company that works in the regions beyond. But I'm retired and now just, putting my feet up with my pension. I wasn't in too long, but I was in for long enough and in enough battles that they gave me a small one. And so I'm just biding my time. I'm a half orc, but I was raised by a human, so I basically ply my trade in alchemy, and there's not much else to it. I am, the size of a half orc, obviously, and but I'm not like too strong looking. I'm not too fit looking. I'm just kind of like a slightly nerdy half orc, if one were
This
to
would
be
explain
honest.
why you're a level 1 retired mercenary.
A level 1 retired mercenary. I was a quartermaster, so I didn't actually have to do much fighting. I did more of the background stuff, making sure that my troop had enough food and ale to get them through their fights. And it was a good life, but I lost a lot of friends and decided to retire. So
Kyle understands.
That's where we are. And that's why I'm here.
Now, meanwhile, over at the bar is a rather less looming figure, Astrid Bumblepup. Why don't we get a description of Astrid?
So I'm Astrid. I'm a Darkwood goblin magus. And so my early life, apparently I was a sheep for a while because I looked at the evil sorcerer's daughter a little too long and he turned me into a sheep. And so I wasn't unhappy being a sheep because the sorcerer was kind of a picky eater. So he would, he didn't eat a lot of his food. So he would bring it out, a slop, and it would be full on meals because he didn't want to eat it. So it was actually good food. So I didn't mind being a sheep, and I was a pretty sheep. So the rams took extra special care of me to make sure that, I got enough to eat. So
I bet they did.
I bet they took care of you, Mom. Yeah.
They did. And so the way that I got away from the sorcerer was I mooed all the time. So I seemed like I was a confused sheep. So he sold me to a traveling circus. And because, I was an oddity, I was a mooing sheep. And so then I was able to escape to the forest where a kind goblin or a kind wizard decided to take pity on me, and he turned me back into a goblin. And so
just to be clear, you weren't expecting the life story of Astrid Bumblepup, but you're getting it.
I liked my story I created. So
Share
don't worry.
it. Share it. I love it.
So I carry a piece of my old body because I'm a little bit weird, and it reminds me of where I used to be. So that's basically
what was the first clue that? No, hold on, Mom. What was the first clue that you were weird? The fact that you were a sheep and you were kind of okay with it, or the fact that you have a piece of your old sheep body? Which part?
The fact that I'm your mother may have been the first clue.
Well, that's definitely my first clue.
Yeah.
No.
So every once in a while, I get a speech impediment that's caused because I used to be a sheep, and so every once in a while, my B's come out as bah. So just so you know. Okay, so Sean's making fun of me. I'm stopping.
No, I'm loving
Right.
it.
You're a delightful little goblin.
Everyone's favorite little former sheep, Astrid.
Yep.
And also present, of course, is a even loominger figure than Grymuk.
Yeah, I'm only like 6'3". That's barely looming.
It's pretty loomy.
Maybe they're taller than me.
Well, that's
Everybody's
not
tall.
very difficult.
You're a goblin. You're a little one. But why don't you tell us about a little bit about Gerstenwein?
Okay. So my character's name is Gerstenwein Kolbhopf, and he is a sorcerer. He used to once be a criminal in the city. However, he has gotten away from those particulars, although he still knows folks in the underground that he can contact if absolutely necessary. But he has devoted his time into focusing on clockwork-style sorcerous magic because it meets his very distinct need for order and proper approach to magical arts. This is his desire, is to be a great sorcerer one day, and he will achieve this as long as he can find the money and the gold.
The geld, so necessary.
I love it.
And Shaun, do you have anything you want to add about Kyle, the absolutely regular, normal cook, or are we good?
Kyle is cook. He's good cook. He make cook food good. He has a butcher knife and iron pot, and he cooks.
And he's 100% not a traitor like in The Hunt for Red October.
No,
Even though he's also Russian
no.
for some reason.
I am normal cook. I want to
Normal,
cook your
yeah,
stew.
I'm sure.
Come on.
Totally normal cook. Totally
Yeah.
normal
dear.
cook.
Normal. I don't like dark.
Oh, well, that is good to know. Completely normal, regular Kyle. Thank you.
Very normal.
It is the afternoon, and the lunch rush has passed. But so there are people who are maybe staying warm, or because it's a little bit cold for early May, and it's raining. And a few people are in here. Many of them people who work elsewhere on the street. And the waiter Brad is going from table to table, and just seeing what people need, checking the orders. This, that, and the other thing. Shepard is behind the bar, as they usually are. Shepard is a halfling, and one interesting thing about this space is that it is built for both human-sized and halfling-sized, which includes goblins, gnomes, etc. People. So there are little ladders, so you can climb up to the bar, and are
the bar stools adjustable?
The bar stools are adjustable, like a
So I
barber's
can,
chair.
I'm basically, as I'm sitting at the bar, almost the same height as Astrid.
Absolutely, you are.
That's awesome.
And so that a lot of effort has been gone into to making this space welcoming.
I just have to ask a quick question because we never quite resolved this in the past.
What's that?
How many of us know each other from the Stone Guard? Because I was trying to recruit everybody pre-game, but I don't know if anybody actually agreed to it.
I don't recall that anyone actually said they knew you.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
Okay. just checking.
I think
No.
I missed that, but
No.
Yeah,
No.
you know one another now as fellow regulars
Gotcha.
of this place, much as these other folk you see here are regulars, and
there's almost a norm, would they like Everybody walks into Norm.
It's pronounced Norm. Afternoon,
I love-
everybody.
Rom.
I love that Astrid, the former sheep, is hanging out at a place called the Shepherd's Crook. I just want to mention that.
Maybe something about that drew her here. Maybe that sense of familiarity.
Is Kyle a good cook? That's all I want to know. Because
Kyle cook good.
okay.
Mm.
Just making sure.
He make normal sausage, blood sausage, other kind of sausage. You could put little sage inside it for spiciness. You know. Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow, that's amazing. Does Kyle think sage is spicy?
Spicy, yeah. That's the question.
Kyle thinks people live here think sage spicy, but Kyle eat cabbage. So
Okay, Kyle.
and turnips.
Thanks, Kyle. Oh, my
Brussels
Probably doesn't
sprouts.
smell
I-
very
Oh
well.
Brussels.
yes, we were discussing Brussels sprouts before the adventure began. So definitely, I see there's a theme. Are you preparing something with Brussels sprouts today, Kyle?
No,
Just
I'm
make sure
making
you roast
mutton.
them. Don't boil them.
it's mutton.
They're good on the
It's-
barbecue,
it's-
just so you know.
It's mutton, really?
Grilled is good,
Yeah, I make mutton with
Oh.
onion, little bit fermented cabbage.
I'm gonna eat this mutton because it's food and I'm hungry, but I'm gonna feel a little bit bad about it because Astrid is sitting right next to me.
Well, don't feel bad. Mutton consent.
It consented?
Yeah. I asked it. It said, bah. Yeah, it's fine.
That's not what it said. Coming from me, I know exactly what it was. It that specific inflection?
Oops.
Which one of us actually understands sheep? Me.
Me,
I would
sheep.
say Astrid is probably the one who
Mm,
understands sheep.
no, you biased.
Does Kyle do anything that's vegetarian?
I can make onion stew.
Ugh.
Ooh, that actually
Oh,
sounds
I'm doing-
amazing. I'll take one of those as well.
Okay.
Amazing. All right, Kyle. Clearly, you're in demand today, my friend. You're having a good day.
Yeah, that'll be 6 copper pieces.
You do not set the prices.
That'll be 8 copper pieces.
Shepard comes back. You're in the kitchen, you know. Shepard's Kyle. Kyle. You're such a valued member of the team, and I am so glad that you are here and preparing your amazing food. But I need to ask you to stop negotiating with the customers.
But you
It's-
go broke.
I'm
You
gonna
charge
be
too
okay.
little. Everybody doesn't eat food at price that's appropriate.
You know what, buddy?
10 copper pieces.
That's a silver piece. We're not charging a silver piece for onion. You know what?
My
I'm
stew
gonna-
good.
Your stew is so good, and and it is so wonderful to have you. You know what? I'm going to go back out front because some of those folks at the bar are thirsty, and I'm just going to talk to you about this really
Okay.
soon. And it is at that moment that Gerstenwein, you noticed this immediately. Grymuk, you did too. Astrid, your ears perked up, and you see that a group of 6 young halflings have just walked into the bar. 6 halflings walk into a bar. Oh. Sorry. 6 halflings have walked into the bar. They look maybe just about old enough to be here. Not that there are laws against that in the Federation of Tenev. If you have money, you can do whatever you want. But they've walked in and they're kind of Grymuk, you especially, you can tell when you too, Gerstenwein, you can tell when someone's casing a joint.
The children are casing the joint.
No, they're
Fabulous.
just halflings. They're not just children. Whoa.
I recognize they are very small, but they are very keen. Sticky fingers.
Actually, Gerstenwein, make an insight check.
Ja. Ein Insight.
An Eigensehen.
That is a 15 total.
15. This is they're not here to steal. Do you think this might be a protection shakedown?
Are they currently bothering anybody when they come in, or are they just lurking?
Right now they're not actually lurking. They're kind of being cocky about it. They're kind of just sort of, they're hovering around the door, as you can see on the map.
Yes.
But they're not skulking per se. They're looking pretty confident.
Puffing their chests up,
Puffing their little chests up, their little hairy feet are tapping their toes. They're feeling good.
And we don't know any of them?
You've never seen any of these people before, no?
Interesting.
So does anybody else look nervous at their presence?
This
Specifically, like Shepherd.
Shepherd has definitely spotted them and is giving them a wary eye. They are waiting to see how this shakes out. There's a certain degree of unease.
All right, I'm just gonna, put my hands in one of my pockets where one of my potions might potentially be. And I'm gonna try to look larger than I am, even though, I'm not actually that imposing of a half orc. I still give them a little bit of a
compared to halflings.
Compared to halflings, I'm still gonna give them a little bit of a, the return puff chest, like, what the fuck you doing in my bar?
Yes. Give me an intimidation. Give me an intimidation check, Jen.
Oh, hey, how do we roll?
Oh, what a great question. There is everyone everyone have a look at Owlbear Rodeo. There is here a little polyhedral die icon. Why do I keep clicking the wrong thing? My life is bad. There we go. Little polyhedral die icon right here. If you click on that and open it up, you can select the die you want to roll and roll it.
Okay, so I am terrible at actually playing D&D, so you have to remind me. So I'm rolling a D20.
You're rolling
against
a D20.
my, and I'm adding my intimidation, correct?
Your intimidation, that is correct.
And there's a plus minus symbol that's there that you can click. That also lets you choose advantage and disadvantage, or plus or minus to your bonus, or if you don't have a bonus. Yeah.
So I have
a question.
No.
So where you did your thing, mine has a thing that says sign in, and I can't get to that button.
So sorry, are we in Owlbear, or are we in are you in
Owlbear?
Okay. So if you have joined, you should be able to.
Oh, holy crap! That was the worst roll ever.
That's normal for you, Jen.
It really is. Like, I am not very good at rolling.
Where do I actually see the rolls for everybody? Is there like a?
Well, Jen's popped up. I see. You should be able to see the dice tray.
Oh, I did see it. It showed up in my stream, but it disappeared when I went to the window. I'm good now. We're all good. So, Mom, have you gotten to the roll option yet? Do you see it?
No, it's behind the thing that says sign in.
So, did you sign in? Usually the first thing I do when it says to sign in.
You might need to make your screen bigger, Turi.
I did.
Okay. Refresh the window.
F5 on your keyboard.
She doesn't know what that button means, Judd.
It's literally the button on the keyboard that says
I
F5.
do too. I use it every day. So shush. So just keep going, because it says it's sending me a code.
Okay, that's interesting. Most folks are not needing that, but that is the nature of doing things online. You know what? If you prefer, Terry, you can find other random number generators online just by searching for that random number generator, and you can find something that you can adjust to whatever you need.
I'll send one to you, Mom. While
I got it. I got it.
You
back
got it?
in. Okay.
Excellent. Okay, now we make.
Anyway, I
continue.
just rolled an 11, which is pitiful, but
Is
I'm
it?
assuming that's correct.
An 11. Well, they've noticed you.
Oh.
So
I smile. My tusky smile.
I just noticed the characters you put on there, Steven, and like some of them look almost innocent, and then a few of them like there's the one right here, like who's got the little like evil eyebrows. Like he looks evil.
well,
Like,
I-
is that what we see? We just see these like cartoon characters just come into the room. One of them is like, "Yeah, I am mad." Is that what we get?
you know, Shaun, according to this, you're a talking chef's hat, so I wouldn't criticize.
Kyle is cook. He good cook.
So am I taller than these people that just came in?
Only because you're on a bar stool.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah.
Halflings and goblins are about the same size. There's a little bit. There's a little bit plus or minus. These are young. These ones are young and look a little underfed, so you might be taller than some of them, but others not.
Okay. I just wondered if I should walk up to them because I might look like I'm kind of, non-threatening because I'm small.
Yeah.
But so are they. So,
They're
They're
not
actually the same
non-threatening.
size.
That one there's got a knife.
They all have knives.
they all
They're
have
all-
knives.
They're all armed. No, a couple of them have short swords, and one has a hand crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because they're so tiny
They're
that
so
everything
tiny.
looks like
Because they're
a
such
dagger.
They're such sweet, teeny little people. It's adorable. This is not a shakedown is not that unusual a thing to happen in Drebs. This kind of thing happens a lot. So the other people are actually kind of not taking much notice of it. The other customers. Anyway, this central one with the hand crossbow, particularly small young halfling woman, takes a wander around you, Gerstenwein, and seems to be doesn't do you any doesn't seem to be projecting any hostility towards you personally. And she walks over here and jumps up on the table.
No, don't
I
do
do
it.
have a quick question.
Yes.
With a criminal background, is there any role that I can do for them where I might like know who their boss is, know who they are, that sort of thing?
Make an investigation or survival check, whichever is better.
Okay.
Oh. I'm just waiting for the moment that this turns into that scene from Pulp Fiction where Tim Roth takes down
And 8.
And
like
8.
Denny's.
So you are not familiar with this particular group,
Okay.
and she's
There it is.
Does she look like she's about to talk?
she absolutely looks like she's about to talk. She looks like she might be Grim. She looks like she might be about to monologue.
Oh God.
it.
Yeah, that's something that's not going to happen in my
No,
bar.
let him do it. Let him do it.
I
Steven has
mean,
lived his
I'm-
whole
I'm
life
gonna-
for this moment. Let him have this
all
moment.
I'm saying is that I'm 100% digging in my pocket for my grease. That's all I'm saying.
You don't understand. Steven wrote this monologue 15 years ago for this exact moment.
Yeah, I'm letting him talk. I'm just letting him know that I'm 100% prepping one of my grease potions in my
Noted.
pocket.
Noted. For the record, this young halfling is female presenting, and she says, "Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We do not intend to interrupt you in your ablutions. However, we just wanted to have a little word with the proprietor, Mr. or Ms. Crook."
Yeah, that's enough. I'm gonna toss the grease at her feet.
Tossing the grease at her feet. Okay. Let me just think about this.
How
You know what?
how big of an area does Grease coat?
It's a 10-foot square. So I'm
And-
aiming away from you.
Good.
I'm aiming slightly away from you. I am going to make a mess, but I also really want to humiliate her.
Okay, this is exciting.
This poor
Like I'm
halfling.
aiming how do I make like a dot? Is there any way to make like a dot?
Oops, what did I just do?
You,
I don't know how I managed
you
that.
apparently
Snowing.
covered the world in snow.
I never could
No.
have
Jen inadvertently started the ice
We're
age.
very-
I have broken
That's
the game.
That's not the spell I was going to cast, but
I
I,
know.
suppose I could.
Oh wow, so this is exciting. Okay.
And so
All right,
the
well,
adventure
I told you
became a
and
post-apocalypse.
so the adventure and so everything was destroyed and the world ended in ice, just like that guy's poem said. All right.
Yeah,
Well, that did not turn
Well,
out.
that
so well
was a
as we thought.
half-hour game.
Wow.
You know
We did
what? I
really
like to
good.
I like to keep it. I like to keep it everyone happy. Let's see if I
Yeah.
can
Let's
see if I
moving
can fix
fast,
this.
end it quick, you know.
Get in there. You know what? We might have to do this without while I sort out what the hell I'm doing. But
That's okay. Just know that I'm aiming for the portion that a
Okay.
10-foot area would not necessarily hit any people.
all right. So why don't you
Okay, because
describe?
I'm sitting in front of you.
Why don't you describe? Yeah, but it's a square, so it's away from you as well. I imagine.
Okay.
Astrid.
Yeah.
So why don't you describe how this looks, Jen?
So basically, I'm just kind of like surreptitiously pulling it from my pocket and then just doing a quick little toss at Miss Monologue over there.
All right. So what happens?
Hopefully it splashes basically like pork fat, but
Ew.
in a large quantity.
Yes.
In approximately a 10-foot square at her feet. But just kind of behind to the right is where I'm like specifically aiming. So that it hits her but doesn't hopefully hit any other people. But yeah, just a bottle crashes, like you hear the glass tinkle, and then just grease just kind of like sploots out at
What
her
a
Amazing.
feet.
horrible word, sploot.
I love
Jesus.
sploots.
It is
It's one of my
people are going to be very sad about this because you used the word sploot, but that is okay. All right.
Yes.
Well, what I am seeing is that she needs to make a dex save.
yes.
Oh no.
Yes, indeed, she does.
Okay,
You just
well,
carry pork fat around to throw at
No,
people?
I carry a small vial of a potion that when mixed it creates a grease.
Oh, that
Oh.
is most definitely a failure.
Oh no.
Why
Uh,
does everything smell like bacon?
Why doesn't everything
Bacon.
smell like bacon?
Is that the
Yeah.
moment when
If this is a
Gerstenwein is like,
good-
why am
I'm
I
sorry.
so hungry?
Hungry.
I could
my
use some
God.
schnitzel.
I
All
used
I'm
to know a
saying,
pig named
if-
Bacon.
All I'm saying is that a restaurant doesn't smell like bacon. It's not a good restaurant.
Hmm.
So say we
Okay.
all.
And I don't even eat that much meat anymore, but you know, bacon.
Kyle
my
will
God.
respect pig.
Thank God. Okay.
Woohoo!
You did it.
All right.
You fixed it.
Sort of. Give me a second.
Sort of. Okay. Well,
we,
you know,
we appear
it's a
to have
small.
we appear to have briefly lost Gerstenwein.
I'm
He's
back.
back.
I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, with,
Well, I'm not
with
gonna-
your
I am-
hat.
You know what? I am not going to use that feature again for a while. Let me tell you.
That's okay.
That was
No more
not-
snow.
No more snow. No more snow. So she is prone and she is extremely unhappy. And I think I need everyone to roll for initiative.
I just want to note that her name changed to Gerstenwein.
She is now Gerstenwein.
She's cloned you, Judd.
Look, all I want to know is, did she like fall in such a manner that she looked ridiculous? Because that's what's important to me.
She did that cartoon.
Oh, fuck yes.
with her feet, and then
So
went whoop and landed on her little halfling butt. And,
Yes.
and now she's kind of spinning around counterclockwise on the greasy table.
Okay, so I am absolutely going to roll initiative, but I'm also laughing fucking uproariously.
Of course you are.
And I got a 14 for my initiative.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
I got a
I am
6.
definitely not going to roll that. Okay, what's initiative again? D20?
It's a
Initiative
D20 and
plus
you
your-
might have an initiative bonus.
Yeah.
just
or
there.
you might have an initiative minus, Jen. It's dexterity.
Oh yeah, I have a negative
Oh,
one.
great. Well, don't worry.
Oh.
You can't do worse than Kyle.
Yeah, oh, sure she
Okay.
could. She could get a
There
negative.
it is. Yeah, I could theoretically get a negative.
Does that mean she gets
Look.
swallowed into the Netherverse?
I'm not like the most dexterous person on the planet.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty in character.
All right. I tell you what.
Woohoo!
Wow.
17!
That's a 17.
Yeah!
Kyle, what's your initiative?
I had the bad.
How bad is bad, Kyle?
I rolled it and it didn't count it. Didn't it?
Did you hit the little like arrow?
What do you mean? A little arrow? I rolled it. With
What did
my
it say?
Okay, roll again.
There
you go.
I rolled better this time.
Woohoo!
The last time was definitely not that bad.
So,
You
what
rolled
did
a
it
4
what was
last
that in-
time.
What did that total to, Sean? 11?
11, yeah. Is it not
And-
showing up for you?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
And Astrid, what was your initiative?
I rolled a 5.
It's okay to
Am I-
lie, Mom. That's fine.
It is not okay to
No.
lie. Do not listen
But
to
my
Sean.
initiative, so it'd be 8.
Yes, that's right. You get your bonus on that. 8. Perfect. All right.
I feel guilty for taking the 11 because I think the other one was like a 6. Steven.
It's okay, Sean. Doesn't matter.
You're gonna let me have it?
I am going to let you have it.
God, I love you. You're such a sweet man.
No, it's
The
my,
nicest GM ever.
He
I
is.
mean, it is my
For-
name.
Never,
That's true.
never let Shaun have it. That's
Okay.
Yeah, but
All right. So top of the order is Grymuk. You are up.
I'm up. I didn't really have a plan beyond humiliating her. So I just kind of stand up and I'm like,
Asshole.
"Ha ha! Nice try, sucker! Get the fuck out of the bar." While also holding on to a new spell just in case.
Okay. Are you?
I may
now-
not recognize these guys, but as a former criminal, I know that was a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely was a bad idea. So before we move on, Jen, are you holding a specific action, or are you just going to pass your?
I'm gonna hold a specific action.
What are you going to
I am going to do hold on to my shadow hands action.
do?
So I'm
Okay.
basically like standing up and facing the rest of the crew.
Mm.
But I basically like hold up. Oh, that was fun. Just my hand. So I'm holding up one of my little vials, ready to toss it towards the rest of the team.
Oh man. All right. Okay.
Oh, and pulling out my shield.
Okay. You're armoring up.
Yes.
Very good. Gerstenwein.
So I look at the other halflings that came in. What are they like? What's the look on their face? What's the general consensus and like feel? Like, do they seem surprised that they were so immediately like harassed when they came in here to do presumably what their job was?
Yeah. You definitely get the impression that they were not expecting this to go sideways quite this quickly.
Good.
I don't know
Good.
why not.
With us, it's normal, right?
Yeah, exactly. What? How could they not expect that?
So
Like they don't know us.
I I have a rod as my spellcasting focus, so I'll just kind of pop that out, and
You're gonna pop out your rod.
yes, I'm gonna pop out my rod.
Okay.
And I'm gonna idly point it at the very greasy halfling, but I'm gonna look at the other 5, and I'm gonna say, all it will take is a simple firebolt to set her ablaze, and then you'll be one down, and your mission will be a complete failure. So I suggest you turn away before I cook her, and I'd like to roll an intimidation check.
You absolutely may roll an intimidation check.
Oh, that's too many dice. There we go.
We just need the one.
Yeah. And I really, with the bonus that I have to intimidate, yeah, that's an 18 for intimidation.
You have, oh, that's right. You have like a fucking 18 charisma over there,
I have a
Mr.
beautiful charisma.
Dragonborn.
Okay, that was intimidating. That was kind of a that was a lot for them. They were like they're a little freaked. All right. Let me just think how that will express itself. Yes, okay. Okay. All right. So the halflings are up. The leader gets to her feet, says, "No one makes a fool out of the alley rats. Mess them up." And she can't move because she is right between two people. So she is going to drop her hand crossbow, pull out a dagger, and go for you, Gerstenwein.
Okay.
She has to try to demonstrate. She has to try to. You can tell that she now, having challenged them, she now feels like she has to best you in order to retain some credibility.
Yeah, that's not happening. She just fell over on her.
Let's roll this. That is not going to do anything against your AC. She doesn't have bad little reflexes, but it just bounces right off of you. Okay, Grymuk, this little one with the knife is like, you know what? Maybe we should rethink this. And he's going to move on out the door.
I'm just going to say, nope, you know what? I'm not going to say it. This is table talk. I'm not going to do it.
You do have you, Astrid, and Grymuk both can take an attack of opportunity there if you wish to.
No, I'm good.
Okay, he is.
I told him to get out of the bar. I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. He told him to get out of the bar, and he got out of the bar. That's actually not so bad.
Yeah.
And these two,
I might just yell and stay out, but I'm holding on to that one.
For the cliche, of course.
These two are going to both take shots at you, Gerstenwein.
Well, they don't like you.
I mean,
if they step away from him, he could take a shot at them, and they don't want that. So because he's big and scary, so they're going to they got to sort of stay put.
Wait, he's big and scary? Isn't he like a normal dude?
I am a 7'8" dragonborn.
Yeah, no, he's not normal at all.
Then why do you talk like that?
Because
why do you talk
German...
like you wear lederhosen?
Boom.
Because
he's a German dragonborn.
I have two German accents. One is sort of aloof, like at Oktoberfest, and then the other one is like menacing John McClane villain. So
So you went with Oktoberfest.
Yes, I went with Oktoberfest.
The of the two, the least scary German accent you could have gone for.
He's a magus, so like
Like literally,
he's a giant nerd.
so Gerstenwein, like
Literally.
3 of them took shots at you, or rather these 2 who have 3 daggers between them, and none of them connected, because you are pretty armor plated, and they're rolling like crap, quite frankly. And
Excellent.
This one's going to run away too. Are you going to take an attack of opportunity, Gerstenwein?
As he runs away, I will just, as a free action, look at the others, and I keep the rod focused on the one on the table, but I put my other hand up and I just say, "Your friend is making a wise decision. You may wish to follow suit."
Yeah, you dirty dragon. I don't.
Is that even
These two-
words?
These two.
He was very, very indecisive words.
It sounded like Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, it's
They're
Bogart
all-
the Goblin.
Oh,
They're all fleeing.
they're all fleeing.
That was Edward G. Robinson, you Philistines.
So sorry, man.
So
And she is
But-
like,
after they've all left, Kyle comes out of the kitchen to see how things are going, and he goes, "What happened?"
There's still one more, just as you know.
Why there's grease everywhere? Who's ruining
You don't like
counters?
bacon.
it's okay. It's okay, says Shepard. I'm pretty sure it'll disappear.
No,
It'll disappear, right?
Waste good grease.
It's just,
I mean, I hope it disappears. Yes.
we're not going to scrape it off the floor, Kyle.
We're not. No. Wait,
Are
what do you mean?
Are you doing anything on your? Are you going to go and start collecting grease on your turn, Kyle? Is that what you're doing?
What? It's good grease.
All right. So are you going over here? Seriously, are you going to collect grease? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, he say no get grease. I no get grease. I just go kitchen and cook whatever.
It's
Oh.
not good grease. It has like an accelerant and an expander combined with it. It's it's not just grease.
I can make quiche.
With grease?
I do like quiche.
What are you doing back there?
I make stew.
Shepard is now officially more concerned about Kyle than he is the halfling that came in and tried to shake him down.
The halfling is still there. So
Yeah, she's still there. Yes. So Kyle has come and gone. Astrid, it's your turn. Are you taking any action against this little halfling person? She's still flat on her back, by the way.
I thought she stood up.
Oh no, she did stand up. My mistake.
Okay.
She did.
Oh, I thought she did like this whole what do they call that where they're spinning on their butt?
Yeah.
What
Oh
is
yeah.
it?
She was.
It's
It would've been good.
it's that dance that they used to do back in the 80s.
Breakdancing?
Breakdance?
Breakdancing. I thought she was breakdancing.
Not on purpose.
You
There
were
was breaking
around
involved.
in the 80s. You were.
So
into
I'm gonna
breakdancing
look
in
at
the
this.
80s.
Little thing, and I'm gonna say, all your friends left. So, are you planning to stay or are you planning to go?
Like as an intimidation, Mom?
You know what?
That
Under the
sounded
circum-
kind of cordial.
Under the yeah, it did, and yet under the circumstances, I'm going to allow that to be an intimidation check.
Okay.
Go on, Mom.
That's
You can
That's a
do it.
D20 plus you may or may not have an intimidation.
Okay. Oh God, I don't like
no.
this roller thing. It's terrible.
Let me.
So
I'll
I
put-
do what now?
You roll a 20-sided die and add 1 to the result.
Oh, I don't have a 20-sided die.
You do it. Do you want to
in
use the thing in the?
Yeah, in
in the game?
Alburn, you get a +1 to it, Mom.
I can't roll in that.
Okay, I'll roll for
Still not
Mom.
working. Okay.
Okay.
I got it. I got it.
All right, Shaun. Thank you.
You're welcome. She got a 5, so this
Okay.
is your mistake,
Well,
Mom.
that's what I had on the other dice.
All right. Well, there you go. That's all works out. But so she, you may not have frightened her, but the circumstances are certainly not in her favor. So she says, "Oh, I thought I'd go. Don't want to interrupt your downtime."
Oh.
Can you take her with you?
Yes, you have.
Don't worry, Steven. This is normal. There's just like
Oh no, I've seen your stream.
Wait, hold on, Mom. Is that a beer?
No,
Wow, Mom has fallen off the wagon.
it's not a beer.
Oh,
It's not a beer.
It's
could have fooled
whiskey.
us. It's whiskey. That much whiskey? Oh my god.
That would. I mean, she'd be having a good time.
Well,
would be.
it's thematically appropriate.
You know
Exactly.
what? I need to do something to hang out with you guys because,
Wow.
You need to do something to hang out with Shaun. The rest of
There
us
you
are
go.
fine.
exactly.
You're welcome, guys.
Oh my god.
All right,
What a
so
Thanks for inviting
Okay,
us to
so
the
what?
stream, Shaun.
what is she doing?
Yeah. So Astrid has talked, and talking does not take. If you want to use an action, you still can. Astrid.
You can spank her.
Well, I don't find her that cute, not like I did the sorcerer's daughter. So no.
Oh wow.
There's some other, people in the room that I actually am kind of attracted to, but so I'm a little distracted. But I'm gonna at least put on my light armor just because, I don't.
It
know
wasn't
what
on
this-
to begin with?
I think we can assume you were wearing your armor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Okay.
Fair.
Then
It's not a strip club, Mom. You don't strip to come into the bar.
You don't
Yeah.
have to do anything to read. It's not
Yeah,
required.
You're correct, Jen. You don't have to strip, but I suppose it's not
Oh, would
explicitly
you
disallowed.
shush it?
Oh
Well,
no.
that's what I thought was going to happen when that little thing got up on the table. I was like, oh, now it's getting good.
You just thought you were getting a little
That
halfling
is a
show.
child.
It's not a child, it's a halfling. They're adults.
Barely.
And I'm short too, so it would have worked out just fine. But I
So-
think
so-
that I think I'm not going to do anything right now.
Okay.
Waiting. We're waiting for her to act. The final.
Yeah.
Top
I'm
of the round. Top of the round. Grim.
So I'm also. I'm gonna take a step towards her.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually entering her space, and I'm be like, "All
watch
right,
out for the
Missy."
grease, don't slip.
I tried to aim for this air. You can't see it. The 4 squares that are not where I'm standing, where nobody is standing,
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
understood.
towards unfortunately
It was
the
basically
bar half.
oh,
Yes.
over
Yes.
here?
Yeah.
Here?
It doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't care. Pick one. Whichever one is less obnoxious.
Sticky.
This is probably less obnoxious.
Yes. Okay. That works for me. All right, Missy, your friends have gone. Now it's your turn. Get the hell back to whoever told you to come in here because we don't want your kind.
Whoa.
Wow.
I meant thief kind, not
Wait, do I hear this?
halfling
Do,
kind.
Shepard's like, I'm going to assume you meant bugs.
Yes. Sorry, Shepard.
It's okay.
That's what I meant.
I understood that. That's fine. She's you make an excellent point.
Who's your boss, lady?
It's your boss.
We don't got no boss. We're independent operators.
Sure you are.
Okay.
Sounded very mobbish.
Nobody just randomly shows up without some backing. Not in this area.
I think the backing was the other ones. They all ran off, so
Hmm.
everyone starts somewhere. Yes,
I'm
I
just
will
saying-
get into the politics and the philosophy of mobs.
Right. I'm just saying, if you do know someone higher up than you, make sure they know that they aren't to fuck with this bar.
Whoa, we're throwing F-bombs now, Jen?
I did earlier. It's
Yeah.
not like
Wow.
this is not my first F.
This is a family-friendly show?
Is it?
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely is not.
Thank
We
goodness.
just had strippers and
No.
You're
Like that's fine. That's normal. Like, have you seen
This
kid
is-
shows today? Come on.
Oh, yeah, like Bluey is like
Now go on, Steven. What is
That-
Bluey like?
I mean, you don't even want to know, Shaun. It gets dark, man. It gets dark up in that Bluey.
Yeah.
I've never actually seen Bluey.
I don't know what Bluey is, so you're good.
Okay, there you go. All right. So, Grim, are you taking any action besides this interrogation?
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, I will try to, I suppose, put some like actual intimidation into that if you'd like me to roll.
No, this is more of an open conversation,
Yeah.
so I don't think that's necessary. And she's pretty intimidated already.
Mm.
Unless you want to really try to scare her into giving up something a bit more concrete.
I would actually. That I think that would yes. Let's do that.
I agree. I got your back.
And unfortunately my persuasion is not as good as my intimidation.
Fair enough.
So
Intimidate away.
all righty then. It's +4, but I'm just gonna roll. So 16.
16. Okay. And what specifically are you trying to get out of her?
Any boss that she has, like I asked.
I mean, technically, I'm an independent franchisee, okay? So I don't have a boss. I have colleagues. My colleagues, who I work for, are the gray men. And you're going to be super unhappy with what they have to say about this, no matter what you do to me.
Look, it's not my fault that your franchise just failed. I suggest you move on. Maybe
Steven,
find another line of work.
Am I hearing this from the kitchen?
Oh, yeah, it's pretty loud.
Okay, it's pretty loud. Okay.
And also,
Oh.
it's just a swinging, it's one of those swinging kitchen doors. It's not a solid door.
Oh, okay,
So
got it.
You know, you need to be able to hear when people call orders and stuff like that, right?
Okay. I just
You
wanna
might
make sure.
try acrobatics, given the show that you just gave us.
It's like, "Hmm."
Wow, harsh.
I need sous chef.
I'm
You want
not
to join
gonna,
kitchen?
don't,
That sounds like good employment.
Yeah. We get Shepherd to increase prices. It'd be fine.
I'm not, okay, okay, that I would think about.
Can you cut carrot?
I can, of course I can cut a carrot. I can stab people and all kinds of cutty stuff.
Can you cut potato?
It's the same as cutting a carrot.
Can you julienne onion?
Who juliennes an onion?
I do when I make stew.
Who am I even talking to?
My name's Kyle. I cook.
Okay, Kyle. My name's Queenie, and I'm an independent businesswoman
Mm.
who needs to be getting home.
Would you like to start food truck?
It
I both love and hate
The-
Kyle.
I hear the overhead's really high.
I need business partner. We
Kyle, are are you planning on leaving me?
no comment.
I mean, if you know you have an opportunity to advance your dreams, of course I respect that. But okay, I mean, I hope you'll give me notice at least.
Can I step away from her to give her room to leave?
Oh, I'm not
You've
done with
got-
her yet. I'm not done with
I
her
know.
yet.
I'm like, you either become a cook or you leave.
I've come out from the kitchen because I assume we're not in combat at this point. We're
Not at this
just-
point. We're not in
yeah.
combat.
No.
This is free and
All right.
open conversation.
I've come up to the greasified halfling.
The
and-
greasy little halfling. Yes.
Yeah. And I look her dead in the eye.
I don't know how long that actually lasts. You may have just entered a grease spot and should probably
No, I think we said it was over to the other side.
Oh, the other side.
So as I come out, I throw a towel at whoever the hell Jen. I don't know Jen. So like whatever her character's ridiculously Grymuk. I give a towel and I say clean grease. And then I continue to talk to the halfling, but I look dead in the eye to the halfling, Stephen, and I say, "Tell me, what do you desire?"
Oh, creepy.
Oh, yeah, she is.
Can Astrid move away from this? Astrid cannot move away.
Oh yeah, when you're not fighting people, you can pass right through. You can do whatever you want.
I can't. My gut.
Everyone's a little okay. So click on the over on the right side. Click on the hand icon.
Okay, Astrid is moving away because this is getting a little creepy.
All right.
It's not
All right,
creepy.
Cal.
It's normal. It's normal. I just ask her opinions about her life. It's fine.
There's a
Ooh,
big blue spot there. It almost looks like there's grease.
there you go. We'll just assume that that's what that is. I want to not be talking to you anymore, buddy, if that's okay.
No. You ruin day. I had great stew prepared. You ruin it.
What? It didn't do anything here, Stu.
You bother me, and now I not pay attention, and stew get burnt. It's no good.
The stew is burned, Kyle?
You burnt stew. You person, you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
No, you're not. You tell us about the gray man.
She doesn't seem to be inclined to talk.
I can
I
be
would-
persuasive.
Regarding the gray men, I would. Can I roll another investigation check on them? or-
Absolutely, you can. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, while he's doing that, I just wanted you to know that I'm slowly taking off my apron.
Yeah. Oh. This...
There's nothing underneath it. 17.
I know. That's what I was just wondering. I'm like, okay,
17.
is this like a striptease?
Well, if
So-
it's my character, it's going to be a problem for everybody because he
Oh,
is
boy.
hot as fuck.
Of course he is. Gerstenwein, you have never heard of an organization or group or faction called the Gray Men.
I've never heard of that.
None of you have ever heard of them.
Okay. So my apron is off, and I am now making like I'm going to tie this person up with my apron.
Ah, she's running for it.
I'm very fast, and I follow.
Okay. I think we need another initiative roll from everyone at least who is participating in this.
Who thought the cook was going to be weird?
Everyone knew the cook was going to be weird. Everyone.
That's not true.
Well, I
I'm
got
doing
a
great on
3.
these rolls.
I got a 3, so I'm definitely last.
I got a
5. 6.
Wow,
Jesus.
we're the most amazing. Judd, what's your initiative
So amazing.
roll?
Okay, one at a time, please.
Judd
And
might not be participating.
it's
I mean,
good.
I still have to roll.
You don't have to roll. You could
What
just
did you get?
hang out.
I got a 15.
Oh, okay. All right, you broke the
And
The curse.
you, Astrid,
A 6.
a 6.
a 6. And I'm
So
sorry,
I
Grim.
rolled a 3 and then I do my
Yes,
3.
that's correct.
Okay.
And
Jen
Grim,
rolled the 3. I rolled
Mine,
a
I'm
5.
3.
So it's
You're
3,
three.
5, 6, 15 in that order.
okay. Well, she got a 22.
All right. Well,
So
apparently
she is running. However, Kyle and Gerstenwein can both take an attack of opportunity if they wish.
heal her.
What are you doing, Kyle?
I was just thinking that. That's all.
You were thinking it. Gerstenwein?
Judd,
Are you with us, Judd?
what are you doing?
I mean, I'm not gonna stop her. Like-
Wow.
Like, there's, I know enough to know that messing, like, if the gray men are, if I don't know about them, they might not be that big of a deal. They might be getting their own little whatever started.
Or the exact opposite. They're like a
Or the
super
exact
secret
opposite, but I've-
conspiratorial monster organization.
I've made my choice.
On her way out, she stands in the door, reaches into her pocket, and pulls out a live, squirming, and extremely irate rat. And she throws it, not with any degree of accuracy, but just sort of in your general direction, Kyle, because she's decided she doesn't like you. And she says, "Rats to you!" And then she is out the door, and she steals a chicken, and is gone.
Okay, Astrid is moving forward because Astrid likes animals.
Astrid, give. So there's this hissing, squirming little rat on the floor. Now, give me a nature check, Astrid.
That's an amazing calling card, though, I have to admit.
Throwing
Do
up
they, do they
angry
all
rat?
wander around with like irate
rat in
rats
their
in their pockets?
Maybe they do.
Does-
You don't know their life.
That's amazing. I
So
dig
I
it.
rolled 8 and then my nature is a 5.
So 13. So
Not
this
bad.
is not, Astrid. This is not a cheerful rat. You've never seen a rat this angry, and you've seen some angry rats.
He's supernaturally angry.
It might be at that, actually, Kyle.
Is he
Well, that's a bummer because it says that I can communicate with it. So I was hoping that I could calm it down and
Well,
make
you
it feel better.
well you can absolutely try. Why don't you talk to it?
Here, my baby, it's okay. It sounds like you were in a really bad space, but you can come live with me and I will take care of you and always make sure you have the best food. I used to be a sheep, so I understand what you want to eat because I had lots of you living with me in my stable. So please, would you calm down and just be my friend?
So I think that calls for an animal handling check
Wait,
with advantage.
they let the rat lady inside the pub? We
Okay,
serve
so-
food here. We got to meet health code. What the?
There is no health code in this city, Kyle.
Okay, so animal
This is a hellhole.
handling. So I got 6 plus 5.
6 plus
11.
5, 11. Okay. So you can tell, Astrid, that this rat is like whoever it was who said that it might be magically enraged might have
Wait. Sorry, real quick.
Yes.
She has advantage, so does she get to roll twice? Was that your highest read?
Oh, yes, that's a very good
Oh.
point.
Roll
Oh.
again. Roll again,
you
Mom.
get to
Take
roll
the highest
again.
number.
Roll again and use the better of the two.
That was the better of the two. I got 5 on this roll.
Okay, so
Oh.
Wait.
all right.
Oh, okay. Wow, we are rolling like champs.
I don't like
You are-
this random roller thing.
You can use something else if you wish. Nobody has to roll it. I trust y'all.
I'll send you a set of dice, Mom. Don't worry.
Yeah, because this one I've never gotten anything now above 10.
Actually, Judd makes more money than me. He'll send you a thing of dice.
Fair enough. I'm fine. I can send your mom some dice.
But you're in Canada, so there's
I
like
just
a
got
tariff.
free dice, so theoretically I could send some dice.
And
You know what? Paul in
And
chat will send you dice.
that is when you hear something skittering, scratching, clawing behind the door to the basement steps.
Oh,
And inching out from under the door comes a rat. And a rat.
oh.
And a rat,
Uh-oh.
and a rat, and a rat, and a rat, and a rat. And there is
Uh-oh.
a feral swarm of rats
Dear.
coming out the stairs.
Wait a minute. I keep clean establishment.
I keep a clean establishment.
Where these rats come from?
We do not have, well, clearly we have rats, but,
Have you been leaving crumbs out, Shepherd?
I've been leaving, no, I haven't been leaving crumbs out. I take care of my establishment.
You
And
can't
everyone-
have stale bread and
Um,
just like scrape it on your feet. It makes
When
crumbs.
would I have scraped, why do you think I scrape stale bread on my feet?
Well, I
Meanwhile,
didn't do it.
The patrons who were kind of blasé about thank you, sweetheart, kind of blasé about the shakedown are looking a little less sanguine about the cloud of hissing
Rats.
red-eyed feral rats. And Kyle the waiter is right next to them, and he's a little concerned. Gerstenwein, you're up.
Yeah, you go fight rats. Yeah.
Okay, where did the rats spawn?
They came
Right.
out from under this door, which you happen to know, although you haven't been down there, is the door to the basement.
Okay.
Oh no!
Mhm.
Come on, do your German accent. Come on. Oh no, rats!
I
Oh,
I do not like these rats.
No, me and rats not friends. Oh no!
rats. Why did it have to be rats?
That interesting fact. Interesting fact. In German, rat is rat.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Wow, they're
Rats.
really
Gonna-
unimaginative.
I
It's
know.
almost like English might be partly a Germanic language.
Maybe
No,
it's a
who
bat.
told you that myth?
It's
All
so
right.
weird.
All right, Gerstenwein. So you're on the move.
Yep, I move up, and as this, swarm of rats starts to come up the stairs, I will, I'll use my fire breath.
From here,
It's a 15-foot line. Maybe I'm
15-foot
misreading
line?
this.
if it's a 15-foot line, that is safe.
Okay. Yeah, let me just confirm it's a line. I'm pretty sure the brass dragon is a line, not a cone.
I think that would be a very important point to qualify.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a 15-foot cone.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, that seems like a bad idea. You're also gonna burn the bar down, you ass.
Debatable.
Bar is insured.
I hope Shepard knows that.
Maybe I won't go up that close then.
I may
Oh
have
my
taken out the
God.
policy on it. Just saying.
Wait, you took out a policy?
I didn't say that out loud. That was just out of character to the table. I'm just saying.
What is wrong with you?
What? I need retirement fund.
All right. So
Accidents happen.
I will
Oopsies.
look towards this swarm of rats, and I'll cast firebolt. And the way that Gerstenwein casts
I'll be right back.
firebolt is he
Okay.
aims his rod and he he shouts louder than he probably needs to shout.
Of course.
Werblitz.
Wait, he
As
says
a-
what?
Werblitz, which is German for firebolt.
Can you do it though, like as with a little
Twitter
bit of...
bits.
No,
Fire
okay.
blitz. Make
I
a
was
spell
hoping for a
attack
little
roll.
acting there, but it's okay. Okay,
Give us a
so
spell attack roll for it.
Oh, that's an 8.
That is an 8. So the firebolt unfortunately goes astray and impacts against the heavy wooden door. The rats are, as a swarm are difficult to get a beat on because they're always in motion and they're made up of a bunch of little rats, not a single entity. So it's a challenge, but you miss. Are you going to move or are you staying put?
I think I'll back off a little bit, but I'm gonna stay
You're going to back off.
just a little.
Right. Very good. Next up is the rats.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
Hmm.
The rats. Oh, wow. Like, these rats are extremely heinous. They move right into the same square as Brad, the waiter. Your good friend Brad, Kyle. He sleeps beside the fireplace. You know him well.
yeah, he has good dreams.
10, of course. Yep. Of course, Brad is not wearing armor. Oh boy.
Or Brad.
Brad just got it's kind of like Brad just stepped into a blender made of rabies.
Or Brad.
Brad is no more. Oh no.
Wait, they just like ate him completely?
Well, I mean, technically there's bits and pieces left. They didn't eat the bones, but I'm just sort of removing him from the
Okay.
field as an indication
That's,
of the fact that
They killed
ain't
my
gonna know
friend
terrifying.
Brad. They kill Brad. Why they kill Brad?
why indeed. And they have moved over there, and now they are going to move some more because moving is fun. And they are going to move over here towards these customers over here, sweet old Mrs. Lovett and bystander. And
Bystander.
none of you got that until now, huh?
Well, you didn't say it out loud and I hadn't read it yet. So,
Yeah. Mrs. Lovett actually runs the pie shop across the way. And
Oh my
Shuckle is-
God, save Mrs. Lovett!
I mean, it might be, and of course, there's over here's Rand Omguy and Inazent.
So how many of these rats are there? Just the
Well,
4?
No, that's a depiction of the fact that there's a bunch of rats occupying a small space. There are dozens of saliva dripping, feral, possibly diseased, incredibly enraged rats.
And are they all in one space or are they all over?
They're kind of all in one space. They are sort of a seething mass of rats. So they are occupying basically that one space.
We must kill.
Well, I'm wondering about if I should do my fungal bloom, my cantrip.
You want to turn them into mushrooms?
Hold
Well,
on.
I don't think it does that.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't do that. But let's see now. Is Astrid next up? Actually, Astrid is next up. Yes.
I want to try my fungal bloom.
Okay. So to do that, you make an attack roll with your sling, right?
You had to send an arrow, so yeah, in this case
Yeah,
it
it's
would
an
be
arrow.
something
Yes.
for your sling. So
Yeah,
a
you
rock
don't
from
have an
your
arrow,
sling.
you have a sling, so you use that.
Yes.
So what you do is you make an attack roll. You roll a d20 and add your attack modifier with your sling to it.
So I roll.
Yes, you do the thing you all hate the most. You roll.
And so do I need to roll 2 dice?
Nope,
You don't have
you roll-
advantage anymore, I don't believe.
No, not on this.
No, Shaun, can you roll for me? Because this dice sucks.
What am I rolling again, Stephen? Just to check.
It's a d20 plus 5.
Okay. 14.
14. The 14 hits. You have hit the rats. and that is a D4 plus 3 for the sling damage, and then there's the fungal bloom effect.
Yeah. So you get to basically have mushrooms surround them.
Yeah,
And when they walk
Venom-
through the mushrooms, then they take mushroom damage.
that's right. So Shaun, what's the damage of the actual sling bullet? It's a D4 plus 3.
D4 plus 3. Yep, yeah. D4. Roll. That would be 6.
6, good solid hit. Okay,
Yeah, you get
and
6 damage to a rat.
a bunch of rats. And
a lot of rats.
what squares, Terry, do you want your fungal bloom to affect? You can affect 3 empty squares somewhere around them.
So there can't be a
Well,
person
whichever-
in it.
That's right.
Well, whichever square has them in it. So, like this
No,
square.
the fungal bloom is around them. It's not specifically on them.
Well,
Yeah.
that's gonna then Mrs. Lovett and was that?
No,
that's-
it's 3 unoccupied squares. So it could be like the
Yeah.
3, like the one
so
diagonal,
like this
the one
this
behind,
and this one.
and the
this
one
one-
next to it.
So this one, and this one.
It has to be ones that have nothing in it. So how about this one,
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
this one,
that one, and that one.
and maybe the one just below Mrs. Lovett?
Yeah, we're sacrificing Mrs. Lovett, just to be clear.
What?
She's not going to make
No.
it.
We are not, absolutely not sacrificing Mrs. Lovett.
All right. So
Okay.
Kyle
Yeah.
understands the nature of life.
it's
Kyle
hard,
is just afraid of the competition.
it's hard knock life for us. Speaking
It's
of
a hard
Kyle,
knock life.
I'm thinking Kyle's
Well,
never been
that's-
out of the restaurant.
speaking of Kyle, it's your turn.
He's
That was a
through
very, by the way, that was a very effective attack,
Yep.
Astrid.
Okay.
Good.
So Kyle angry because he doesn't like rat in restaurant business. It's not good. So he have knife, he have iron pot, and he run to rats. How many spots do I actually get to go, Stephen?
Well, it's a square is 5 feet, Shaun. So,
1, 2, 3.
Kyle's move is what, 30?
Okay, so I can
One,
get up to the side of the rats then
four,
and hit them. I can get to
where
here.
Yeah, you can get to there, and you can attack. You can attack.
I
them.
can-
Yeah, you're adjacent to the rats there.
Okay. I don't like rats. Rats bad. So I want to hurt rats. Meh. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm sorry. That was a mistake. Sorry, Mom. I'm not gonna do. I can't join you in this nonsense. So, yeah. So I'm going to look at the rats, and I will say, my weapon demands blood,
Ooh.
and then I
Oh,
smack with the pot.
wow.
It's a very angry pot.
I
It's a
guess so.
It's a ruthless pot.
Go for it, Kyle.
Sounds like I
Okay.
got a bit of a Ratatouille situation here.
Thank you for making that joke. I appreciate it.
Okay. I just need to make sure I understand what I'm doing as my cook character. Give me a second.
Indeed.
I believe I just roll my attack damage now.
Well, you rolled to hit.
Yeah, first.
Oh, okay.
You don't just automatically get to do that.
Well, maybe if you're
I
normal.
do because I'm special. But
Oh wow, are you doing that thing, Shaun?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Which, yeah,
Roll attack.
yeah, okay. I will do that with my pot, which is one.
I hope it's a big pot.
Well, I dealt 5 damage to the rats, bludgeoning.
I don't remember you making an attack roll, Shaun,
I did.
to hit them. Oh, you did? What was it?
Well, it's technically a 5.
No, Shaun, your attack roll to hit. You roll a d20 to see if you hit.
Yeah. I technically rolled a 5.
Oh, oh, okay, yeah, it's fine. Okay, and your damage was also 5?
Yeah.
All right.
how many pluses does he get to his goddamn pot? It's a
Don't worry
very
about it.
It's a very good
effective
pot. It's a very
pot.
good pot.
I
It's a
can't
very-
believe you.
It's
Must
a
be
very
can't believe you have
must
a
be cast
+1
iron or
pot.
something. You have a cast iron pot?
No.
All right. So
And
Kyle,
plus one cast iron pot.
Kyle, you've moved and you've made an attack. Are there any other actions you can or wish to take?
I don't believe that I get another attack. So
You don't get another attack, but you have a bonus action or a reaction. You might want you. I'm just asking. I don't think you do.
I
All
don't
right.
believe I have any additional that I can do. No, I
Very
believe
good.
striking them and making them fear their very lives is enough.
Their fear for their little ratty lives. Okay, then Kyle is done. Grim, you're up.
Woohoo!
Uh-oh.
I toss with an unerring toss because I'm a mage, and for some reason that's how things work. Not
Yes.
a mage, but alchemist. A small vial at the rats, and when it hits, it's like the glass shatters, and then just like a bloom of like ice
Nice.
comes out.
Nice. Make your attack roll. D20,
Wow.
D20 plus your spell attack modifier.
Okay. What is my spell attack modifier? +5. +5. Okay. Let's just not suck at this. Let's.
Oh, that
20!
didn't suck. Dirty 20.
20!
Did you roll a nat 20 or a regular
No,
20?
dirty. As
Dirty 20.
Steven just called it a dirty 20.
Yeah, a
I
modifier.
like that.
A 20 with modifiers.
I like dirty 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dirty
Okay, well
20.
that is a solid hit.
Okay, so they have to make a constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And if they fail the save, they take 1d6 cold damage, and they'll have a disadvantage on their next quote unquote weapon attack.
Okay, Constitution. That is not a success.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I'm really good at making spells and not actually doing any damage. So, All right, 1d6 cold damage.
Come on, get those damage. We got to kill them rats.
I just rolled
You
a
don't
one.
want damage.
Do I get to add my attack
No.
bonus to that?
No,
Damn it.
there's no addition to that, unfortunately. No.
Jen,
So I
you're
do
playing
1
the-
damage.
You do 1 point of damage.
They get lightly frosted, but they're just a little bit chilly.
A little lightly iced. And you said they have disadvantage on their
They have
next attack?
disadvantage on their next weapon
A little
attack.
bit
Okay.
frostbite. They have
Yeah,
a little
just
bit of
a
frostbite.
touch of frostbite. Their toes are not happy.
They got the little tips of
Noses.
their tails.
The tips of their tails.
The curse
Okay.
continues. Jen's curse in particular.
It's the worst curse.
You're useless in combat.
we are-
What
I am useless in combat. Yeah.
We are at the top of the order.
Gerstenwein.
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 Yeah,
Mein Freund Gerstenwein.
Okay.
my Freunde. Come on.
All right. Gerstenwein will change the, I guess, the position of his rod, and instead of using another firebolt, since that didn't really work so hot last time, he will use magic missile by shouting "Magic Racket," and he 3 bolts of force shoot out.
Those 3 bolts of unerring magical force
That is correct.
are fired by Gerstenwein towards the cloud of seething rats. And that
Very chilly seething rats. Don't forget.
the slightly the slightly
With fungal spores.
the
The fungal spores.
the bumble spored and frosted
Holy
tip
crap.
rats. Now that's a
You-
solid hit, buddy.
You did maximum
Nice.
on that. Also, Judd, I know you'll appreciate this, but I immediately in my head went Dr. Demento magic missile. Yeah.
Wow, 12 points. That was a really major hit. That was impressive.
Take that,
They-
rats.
They exactly. They are extremely unhappy rats. They are I mean, they weren't happy before.
I tried
Anyway.
to be their friend.
Well, they just were not listening. It's sad, really. It's a
Yeah,
sad,
they don't seem to be very friendly rats.
these
They
are
would have
not the
been
most.
spoiled. Come on.
No one is saying you're wrong, and yet. So anyway, so the rats are up, and that is when the door of the basement door is flung open, and
That's a big rat.
rats the size of Great Danes.
The fuckery.
What?
That rat gang.
Shepherd,
Of-
what do you have
of
in
children.
basement? Where's your anabolic steroid? Why you have it down there?
I have no idea why this is happening, I swear.
Nah, you have
Okay.
weird shit down there.
So the rats are just going the swarm of regular sized rats is going to attack you, Kyle, but they are at disadvantage.
Don't touch me.
So we will see what happens.
Yeah, go on.
Let's see.
Go on, roll hit. See if you get me.
Boom. Oh, that's absolutely a miss.
Yeah.
That is absolutely a miss. So they it is extremely so
I like Matrix dodge the bites.
so Jen, you just stopped
Woohoo!
Kyle from getting Julienne there. Meanwhile,
Nice one
With
there,
my
Steven.
tiny bit of frost on the toes, it's
these
It worked.
these giant rats
son of a biscuit.
are going to go for two of them are going to go for Kyle. And that's fun.
Uh-oh.
No.
And they seem to be extremely adept at working together with their remarkable ability in some unerring way. So that is, that's a 16, Kyle. Does 16 hit you?
Nope.
No. Oh, that's right. And then the other one's going to attack you also. And that is also a miss. Wow, that's interesting.
Kyle,
Regular
Yay!
Kyle might not be so regular after all.
I'm just cook.
This rat is
That's
going,
what the cook
is
said
going to
in
attack-
Hunter in October.
this rat is going to attack Rand Guy.
No, I don't know who Rand is. He's not the baker, so whatever.
And that is not being armed or armored, that is most certainly enough to hit him.
No.
And I'm afraid Rand has been he's been randomized.
Aw.
He has been
So Astrid is kind of attracted to Ina Zint, so we have to protect her.
Whoa, Mom. Mom, I didn't have a tag on this episode for LGBT. Come on now.
and
Oh, really? Oh, really?
I feel like by inviting your mother and I, you just automatically made it queer.
Hello?
So
I know, my mom is really gay.
yeah, and I'm
No.
bi, so
I'm not really gay. I'm bi. But
Oh,
There you
right now
go.
I'm in a relationship that's gay. But, hey.
hey, you never told me that, Shaun. You've been lying to us this whole
I
time.
mean, I don't like to talk about it because Mom gets really uncomfortable about the biker she used to date.
man, I'm learning so much.
I
So
guess
much?
I don't know that we dated, but we hung out.
Oh wow.
Uh-huh.
We hung out and nothing ever happened. Shaun, nothing.
Look, guys, that's what they used to call it back in the day, hanging out. We say like
Hanging
Netflix and
out.
chill now, but like they called it hanging out.
God.
My
Yeah.
Netflix and chill is actually just watching Netflix and chilling.
And chilling.
I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like-
I get it.
I feel like that was like the worst term for it they could have ever come up with because people were just like, but What if I just want to watch Netflix and chill?
Chill. What if I'm just Netflixing and chilling? Yeah.
It's not working out for
Okay.
me.
All
right.
So, if you don't mind, perhaps we can continue.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Astrid, you're up.
Go, Astrid!
Stop rats. They ruined business.
I know. I was trying to figure out this
You can hit them.
thing, and this is not a good cantrip, so I'm not doing that one.
What's wrong with cantrip?
Well, because this one says give life, and I think I don't want to give life to the rats.
Well,
So
No,
No.
that is
What are
very
your
fair.
What are your spells though?
I don't
Fungal
have
bloom
any
and give
spells.
life.
Her spells
She
are
has fungal bloom and give life. Yeah.
It is actually
Those are-
Shaun showed me the
Oh.
character class gen, and it's actually correct that she has the 2 cantrips, and that's
Yeah.
that's it at first level.
I
Gotcha.
know. What the heck?
You have
So,
you have a morning star. You've
I
got a
do.
sling. You
So,
can throw rocks and hit them with stick.
I was thinking about pulling out my morning star
Yeah,
and
go get
maybe
'em.
going to
Go get them,
do
mom.
some damage on the rats. So I would like to go smash some rats.
Okay, so you can move, I believe, up to 25 feet. I think that's correct, and which means 5 squares. So
So where am I? Here.
you're
I'm
right
not
down
gonna-
there.
Come help
It's
me.
not that far, you're not that far away. 1, 2, 3.
Come help.
Yeah,
Come
I'm
help
not close
Kyle.
enough though.
1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5. If you moved
To Kyle.
Can I
2,
move
3, 4.
sideways?
You can move
Yeah.
you can move. Yeah, you just count. If you cross a square, you there you go. You can move right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
So,
we fight together.
I see why you said that, Shaun, because you want me to help you.
I'm
So I
just
want to.
cook. I need help.
So
I'm
what do
not
I do
dragging.
now? I need to roll what?
You're attacking with your morning star.
Yes.
Then you roll a d20 and you add to that +1.
Okay, Shaun, you have to roll for me.
I got you, Boo Bear.
That sounded so wrong.
You did not do well. You rolled a critical
Oh, no.
one.
Critical failure.
No.
Okay, so I am going to rule, because that is a critical failure, Astrid, that you stumble and
Oh no.
and fall, and you are okay, but you're going to need to spend some time getting up on your next turn.
Oh,
Good job, Shaun.
Not my fault. Kyle's just
I'm kind of not blaming John for that one.
No,
I mean, he's the one that
I
rolled.
just did a
So
critical failure. Oh, cat.
Kathy's face when she said
Right.
that.
Did you give meds?
Like,
Yes.
what?
No,
I don't give a
Not
shit. Like,
downstairs.
Oh, damn it.
Oh boy, welcome to the stream, Shaun.
yeah.
Kyle is up and all and all cooking and stuff.
I'm grumpy.
Grumpy.
Hi, Grumpy. I'm Kyle.
There are rats all over. That's not good. Don't like
Shaun
it.
doesn't have Kyle doesn't have like a personal code. He just has a health code. So
Don't.
this
It's
is
not good.
What are you doing, Kyle?
I'm thinking. Hold fort.
forts are kind of unwieldy.
Okay. I look at Big Rat, and I say, my weapon demands blood, and then I hit it with iron pot.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Please hit.
Yeah, no, we're still playing.
Please hit. I need the hit.
So,
Right? Yeah.
What's the
Hold
critical
for it.
fail?
I gotta do this. I got
we're
this.
supposed to help Shaun.
Oh, I did. It's a 14.
3.
14 hits.
You can hit mute.
Oh, sorry.
She doesn't know what that means.
Sorry.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm trying to figure out what all these
Hello.
darn dice are. Hold on, guys. I got like it's got complicated in my brain.
He could have just been a fighter, man. I don't know.
There we go. That's what I do. I do 6
6.
damage.
6. The rat is slain.
Okay, well that's good.
You've gotten one of the rats.
Do I have his blood?
There is blood everywhere, sure.
Perfect. Do they look like
You're
good?
not going
like,
to use it for some, cooking thing, are you?
I follow
Blood
health
sausage is
standard.
a thing.
Blood's, you can use it to thicken stews. You can do a lot of things.
Why, I'm vegetarian.
There we go.
Not
Kyle,
today,
are you going to move? If you did, you would provoke an attack of opportunity from
No.
that rat.
No, I face other rat and I look it in eye.
All right. Very good. Grim.
Me.
Yes.
Let's
Come on.
see. Can
Hit
I
it.
get?
Hit the rat.
The swarm of rats is still going, right?
It is still going. There are still rats. It's weakened, but it's still there.
Okay.
It's just eating everybody in this fucking place.
It's already eaten 2 people.
It's
And,
a tornado of eatingness. It's terrible.
Surprised
Okay,
people
well-
haven't run out of there, but okay.
So I'm very concerned about Mrs. Lovett. So I'm going to. Can I move into this square?
Yeah, I'm going to rule that you can because this is sort of an edge case. 'Cause
Okay.
bystanders is just kind of moved up onto the table to avoid the rats.
His name's
Okay.
Bystander. Bystander.
Bystander.
And I am going to. I kind of like flick my hand out, and with it, basically, I'm flicking some poison at the rats.
Oh, poison. Okay, cool.
Yes, it's like a baggie, just like explodes outwards from my hand.
Okay. How is that? Do they make a save or do you make an attack roll?
That one I think is just a generic. It's a poison spray,
Poison spray. Okay.
or it's project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. I'm saying it's a baggie. Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save.
So, I assume I still have to make an attack roll. Though?
No, you don't. The saving throw is how we determine whether or not they're affected.
Oh, okay. Well, then that should have happened with frostbite too, even though I rolled magically.
No, I'm taking you at your word for how it works.
Well,
And
in my mind, this is how she's doing it. It's physical
All right, that's
components.
fine.
So, like,
okay, the long and the short is that it looks like it worked.
yay! So
Roll
that's
some damage.
1d12 damage.
Ooh, that's some good damage. Okay.
Yes, it is. Well,
What'd you roll? You roll a 1 again?
let's see if it's good damage. 12!
Boom!
Oh my God!
Finally, she's
Boom!
useful.
Finally.
The weakened swarm is sprayed from top to bottom with poison, and the twitching the lifeless but still twitching bodies of its component rats all fall to the ground.
Yeah, this is going to be some messy cleanup. Just
I'm thinking that
That's what I
Kyle's
pay
gonna wanna
Kyle
cook 'em.
for.
yeah. Oh.
I'm
not-
Cook
I'm
is
not
aware of
eating here
that.
for a while.
Brad
I
did
mean,
cleaning.
he used to pay Brad for that, but
Yeah.
Not in
Brad's
job
on the
description.
floor.
Brad-
You're actually
Brad did-
standing. You're standing on Brad's like
Yeah, that's true.
decimated
Kyle
corpse.
Kyle is actually standing in the skeletonized remains of Brad as we
Yeah.
speak.
Kyle
That's
didn't know
amazing.
this.
And now that it's the bottom of the round, some of these people are in fact going to be getting out of here. Yeah, this looks like a you problem.
Wow. Well, how like an abbot?
Abbott Tudai is
I
he's
get it.
at the-
Abbot about to die.
yeah, but he's with the church of the church of the god of wealth, and they don't really believe in sticking their necks out.
No, that's true. Yeah.
And Bystander and Rom think they're pretty safe up here. The musician who can't move because he risks being attacked by the rats. And Innocent is going to
Get the fuck
1,
out.
2, 3. She's getting the hell out.
Okay, we're
And that's
we're
as far as she can go.
clearing
So
the
she's kind of
place.
peeking in the door to see what happens.
Okay.
And Mrs. Levitt also cannot move for fear of the rats. She's paralyzed with fear. She's used to rats being easily killed and made into. Never mind.
Is
Eyes.
Mrs. Levitt also German?
No, she's
Okay.
English, obviously.
I just thought maybe Gerstenwein and her would
She's
like
Angela
get along.
Lansbury.
Oh,
The baker.
I love her.
Worst pies in London. Okay, top of the round.
Well, we got rats. We'll get put in the pie.
Top of the round. Gerstenwein. It has things have shaken out a bit.
go on, Gerstenwein. Go kill.
So Gerstenwein is going to get about right here.
Okay, Gerstenwein just stepped into the fungal bloom.
No.
Is that okay? I forgot what the circles were.
The circles are the fungal bloom. I assume he would have been cognizant of that. So
Yeah.
So let's not do that.
I feel like he'd know not to step inside giant mushrooms.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spores.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stand here then. I recognize this is a weird thing. Are there templates in Owlbear that will let me look at like spell effect areas? Is there anything like that?
In theory, yes, but when I tried to do it, that's how we got the everything went the giant snow thing.
Okay.
Because things
The
are
avalanche.
not quite scaled appropriately for this size of map.
Understood. Okay. So what I am going to do is at this point, with Great Dane sized rats, I have less of a problem using fire breath inside of a probably wooden building. So that's what I'm going to do.
You could probably manage a cone.
Yeah.
From
And I
that
think I can manage a
position?
cone that's just going to affect these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a standard cone. Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay. So that's a dex save. It's a 8 plus con mod plus proficiency bonus. So that's 2. That's a 4. And
Well,
they
we're
have to make a
doing math.
14
They have to do
dex
14?
save. Yeah.
Oh, they just don't. They
All
don't.
right.
Oh, don't.
They
Oh,
don't.
no.
So bad.
They really very don't. Okay.
So do you want me to roll 1d10 for
Yes.
all of? Okay. All right.
Yes, you're rolling. The damage you're doing is based on the D10.
Okay. So that's 5 points of fire damage to both of them.
5 points of fire damage. Wow. Okay. So they are still up, but it is a near thing.
Okay.
It is a near thing. They are some very singed. So we have iced and roasted rats. We got every kind of rat you would want.
And iced, poisoned, roasted, bloomed.
Yeah.
None of them have been
Smashed.
bloomed yet. They have not been
That's true.
fungalized.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So let me see now. Now it's the rat's turn. This one up who's fighting Kyle is going to go for you, Kyle. And that is that works out to a 19.
Kyle doesn't like it.
Kyle takes 4 points of piercing damage.
Ah! Ow! Shit.
And Gerstenwein, you have gotten their attention. Both those rats are going to chew on you.
Judd, you're getting chewed on.
That's nothing.
No.
And
Never mind.
They don't.
never. And but there's now a 21. I'm pretty sure a 21. I'm pretty sure a 21 hits you, Judd.
Yes, it
Oh
does.
no.
Okay, you also take 4 points of piercing damage.
Did they have advantage?
Pack tactics. Giant rats, when they are
Okay.
adjacent to an ally, have an ability called Pack Tactics.
Okay.
They have
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah.
So yes, they do.
Hmm.
That's why they've been.
Dang.
That's why they've been sticking together.
Let me read something real quick. I don't think I can use it now. Yeah, I have to use it before the roll. All right, I'll hold on to that then.
Okay.
Okay. That's the rats. Next up is Astrid.
So Astrid must get up first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So that's
how do I do that?
would that count as her
Astrid, that
move
just-
or her action?
That counts. It counts. Standing from prone counts as half your movement. So you spend half your movement getting up.
Oh, okay.
So
And then
you
you
still
can-
have enough movement to go attack that rat that's right next to Kyle if he's.
She will still have enough movement to do that if she wants. If that's what she wants
Yeah.
to do.
What with my
and you can
my
attack with
morning star?
your morning star.
You
Yep.
can attack with your Morning Star if you want to attack hand to hand. You can attack with your sling if you want to attack at range.
Oh, I think I want to do my sling.
Are you
No,
moving all the way over there?
Oh wait, Kyle, here.
Yeah.
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 So-
why don't you
Okay.
move? Why don't
So
you,
I think I
why
will
don't
take
you
out my
move over?
sling.
Oh, you're going to use your sling from here? Okay, you can
Well,
do that.
no, I think maybe probably here would be better.
You can.
I mean, you
can-
already have your morning star out. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
you can. Also, it is disadvantageous to you to use a ranged weapon in hand-to-hand range.
Oh,
So just hit it with the
Okay.
Morning Star.
okay. Then I'll hit it with the morning star.
Perfect. Make
All
an
right.
attack roll.
Okay, go ahead, Shaun.
Is that the one that's got the -1 on it? No, it's +1. It's +1.
Yeah, mods to a +1.
Okay.
Oh,
She
that's
rolled a
amazing.
5.
No, sure.
Jesus, Shaun.
That's
It's not my
know.
fault.
Sean is just the worst. Let's all blame Sean.
Jen gave
Well,
me
and
her
I'm trying
curse.
to save him, and
I
he just
passed-
keeps.
She passed it off.
He keeps like distracting you in the middle of your attack.
It's like the rats themselves are barely hurting you, but you guys are just like waving your weapons in the air and
I know.
like
Look,
Here, I've got
aiming the
food on me.
spells the
You want
wrong
to come?
way.
Here, look.
Kyle is a very attractive man. And so perhaps
Very
that's
attractive.
the problem.
So yeah, maybe
Yeah.
Astrid is just like wowed by his sexiness.
Like, she wa-
is he posing?
Oh,
Of course I am.
that
I'm just
sounds
like,
gross.
hmm.
He's not your son in game. So
No, but Astrid likes women, so
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
A
So
man would
Astrid
not-
is a lesbian.
Coming
Yes.
soon to
Gotcha.
Alphabet Streams, telenovela, the RPG.
There is a telenovela-based RPG.
I know.
I know.
And
I want to play.
I feel
That
like
sounds
Mom and I
hilarious.
cannot play that together, Stephen, because
It
we
makes
100%.
makes a certain amount of sense. It would just be wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
we would violate everybody's moral compass.
Okay.
All right, who?
We do
Kyle,
it.
it's
We're not in the
Kyle's-
game though.
Kyle, it's your turn. Kyle,
It's
do
my
something
turn?
for the love of God.
Yeah.
Yes.
I reach in. How big? This is the size of a Great Dane, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's pretty big. So I don't have to reach very
Yeah.
far to get close enough to bite it.
No, you don't.
Okay. I reach in, growling, because I'm pissed now. I'm really
Yeah.
angry. And I bite the shit out of this rat.
You bite the rat.
I bite it hard. Just so.
Make an attack roll, Kyle,
Yeah.
to bite the rat.
Shake it. Shake it.
Okay. I got it.
I mean, have fun with the inevitable illnesses, but
I critically fail. Jesus Christ.
wow,
Wow.
I reach in to
Ouch.
bite and I get bit instead, right? Is that how this is going?
Ouch.
Yeah, Kyle, I'm gonna roll that you actually overcompensate and bite the floor.
I bit the floor with my face. Is that what's happening?
You're standing there. You're sort of there in a kind of a downward dog pose.
Wow, guys.
with a mouthful of splinters.
Ooh.
Wow.
I mean, well done, well done.
I mean, that was
Well-
amazing. You guys are fun. All right.
We're the worst. That's really what's happening right now. We're the absolute worst at this.
Hey, I hit
Started
things.
to be useful for the first time in
For the
like
first
9
time.
hours of this. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what? I'm having fun. I don't care.
Speaking of which, that ends your turn, Kyle. So
That does indeed.
Turn.
it's Grimm's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out one of those vials again, toss it randomly, unerringly, because spells are weird.
Yeah. Which rat are you attacking?
So I'm doing the front rat, the one near Mrs. Lovett.
Gotcha.
I need her to be able to escape. So
it needs to make a saving throw, Constitution save.
yeah, it's a Constitution save. It's the cold one again, so it explodes in frost.
Constitution save. Oh, the rats are not having a great day for rolls either. I'm just going to note.
Yeah, thank goodness, because
Yeah, but they're
otherwise we'd all be
rats.
dead.
Yeah,
They're rats.
You hit the rat well.
6
6 points. Good solid hit. That rat sort of you flash freeze it. There's just a frozen ass rat there. And there actually is a rat there, but I'm removing it just for clarity in terms of who your opponent is.
Can I do an after action of grabbing Mrs. Love and pulling her away?
You because she is not opposing you.
Yes.
You can do that as your movement. How much of your movement have you used? You were standing.
I haven't used any. Yeah, I was already standing here.
It's a bit difficult, so it'll use double movement basically to move with Mrs. Lovett.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab her, and can I basically tug her onto the table?
You're just gonna sit her on the table?
Yes.
No, tug her behind you.
Or behind me. Yes, that works too.
That's about the
Okay.
same distance, and that's
Okay, that's great. Yes, you've moved her further away from the rat, and
Look, I just want to make sure that Mrs. Lovett is okay and can
aren't you a nice-
continue
she said, "Oh, what a nice girl you are."
continue baking those delicious
Oh.
pies
Oh,
that are absolutely made out of rat. But I'm not picky.
some of it's rat.
Yeah.
As long as it's not human, we're good.
I mean,
Let's-
I'm only half human,
don't you have rats to fight?
yes.
yes.
Let's fight. the
Whose
rat.
turn is it?
It's
It
probably
is top of the round.
No,
Gerstenwein.
Gerstenwein.
mein Freund, it is time for you to with an rat machen kriegen.
That was way more German than I know.
Judd totally let that slide and did nothing in response to all that German you said to him.
I don't speak German.
Wow.
He only speaks German accent.
Yeah,
That's correct.
mein Deutsch ist sehr schlecht. Ich spreche nur ein bisschen, aber sehr schlecht. Sehr, sehr schlecht. Go on.
Potentially the greatest insult you've ever had said to you, Judd, and you would have no way to know otherwise.
That's true.
I said I speak only a little German very badly.
Whoa. What is... Oh.
Yeah.
There
Alright.
we go.
What does
Okay.
Gerstenwein do?
All right. Gerstenwein is going to try and kill this...
Kill this frickin' rat.
kill the rat next to him by...
Time to
I'm going to step back a little bit because he's right next to me. And I'm going to use
Isn't
Firebolt.
that an attack of opportunity, though?
Yeah, you would.
Oh, it would be.
Yeah, it would provoke an attack of opportunity.
All right. Then I will stay where I am,
Yeah.
and I will still Firebolt him. So
Do it.
I shout Blitz, and I attack him.
I love you.
Go for it.
Cute. It's adorable. Verblitz.
Hey, an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Holy
Oh, that
crap.
hits.
All right, and I'm pretty sure it's just a D8. 7 points of fire damage.
Woohoo!
Boom. We got
Burst into
smoke.
flame.
We got smoked rat, roast rat, frozen rat, mushroom rat.
We don't have mushroom yet. Yeah, none of the rats have gone into mushrooms.
Yeah, it's really disappointing because a good mushroom and onion and rat stew,
Yeah.
Bludgeoned rat.
Yeah.
I'd eat it.
Yeah, I'd eat it.
All
I'm a
right.
vegetarian, but I'd eat it.
Rats stew. Ugh.
Now
disgusting.
now that there's no enemy adjacent to you, Gerstenwein, you are free to move if you wish.
Okay. Do I want to move?
I don't know, but
I
if
guess
you
I'll come
do it
over here.
in German. It's more fun.
To kind of, I'll get right up here, just kind of sandwich this other rat, keep it from running into the rest of the restaurant.
All right. Yeah, that rat is nicely blockaded in now.
Uh-oh.
All right. It is the rat's turn. It is not a very smart rat, so it is not going to run away, but it is instead going to it's going to attempt to bite you, Kyle, because you look funny with in your downward dog position with your mouth full of wood.
I'm doing a yoga position right now.
13. Does a 17 hit you?
Yeah.
You take 4 points of piercing damage.
Wow, you're you know what?
Are you still alive? Let's,
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I'm fine.
Kyle's alive.
Woohoo.
Calm down.
I mean, Kyle's looking a little chewed on, but doesn't look like he's about to fall over either.
No,
that's good.
Kyle, fine. Cook strong.
All right. So that was the rats, and it can't move because it would provoke 7 different attacks of opportunity. So over to Astrid.
Well, because we're still on the same night, right?
Oh yes.
Or same.
Go on, Mom.
So I
Let
can-
me roll again for you.
Okay. Go ahead.
What are you doing?
Bopping it with the Morning Star or something different.
Well, the only other thing I have is the slingshot.
Yeah, you gotta hit it with a morning
No,
star.
you got a morning star.
Morning star. Okay.
All right, here we go. A
Oh,
12.
hey,
Hey!
that hits.
Woohoo!
Mom finally got it. Judd, did you see?
I did.
Are you
We're
happy
really-
about it? My mom is finally useful.
We're-
Oh, your
Mhm.
mother is so useful.
Hey,
Well,
now, don't
outside
hit
of
on my
D&D.
mom. Whoa, whoa.
All right, let's roll some damage there, Shaun. It is
I should have buried him in the backyard.
26 or something.
D8 minus 1.
D8 minus 1. Okay.
Yeah. Don't roll a 1, Shaun, otherwise your mother will do 0 damage.
It's a 5.
It's a 5. Okay.
Woohoo!
So that rat, by coincidence, was previously unharmed. So that's the first time anyone has hit that rat.
Jesus
So-
Christ. The Kyle.
Well,
I am
yes,
just
Kyle had a
surrounded.
listen. Kyle had a bad day.
I'm just cook.
He's just perfectly a regular cook.
Just
Okay.
normal cook.
Gerstenwein. So Astrid, if you move, it might attack you. So are you going to stay put?
I'm gonna stay put.
All right,
Ugh.
Kyle.
All right.
Kyle, you can redeem yourself.
I go to bite rat again.
Okay, be biting.
I'll be right back.
I need to bite rat.
Bite the rat.
Rat need bite.
Come on,
Needs bu-
Tinker.
Rat is needing to bite.
Yeah.
Go for
yeah.
it, buddy.
I'm trying.
It's all right.
Okay, here we go. Let's try one more time.
Don't roll a 1.
15.
15 hits.
Woohoo!
Okay. Perfect. And then the damage incoming. 8 damage.
8 damage?
Yep.
Kyle, describe how you literally bite this last rat to death. Tell us
In
how it
half.
happens.
I grab this rat and I snarl and say, "You destroy my job." And then I like
Just get in there.
like a dog, like viciously, like a
All right,
ragdoll.
just like wow, you just shake that rat in your mighty
That's
jaws.
it. Is
Yeah, yeah.
literally torn in half.
It's a little, and you probably get some splinters in it because there's still splinters in your mouth, and it's just very. It's it's
That's gory.
And then I
It's
stand
graphic.
up with blood on my mouth and running down onto my apron, and I go, "I feel good now."
That's you hired an interesting cook there, Shepherd.
He, listen, he works for room and board.
What? I
All
don't
right,
get
then.
paycheck?
Oh, wow. I think drinks are on the house, says bystander.
Drinks.
I can't get
Well, my
drunk.
waiter's dead and rats came out of the basement. Tell you what, if anyone wanted to go down to the basement and have a look, I'd clear your tab.
I'm in. But can I have one of those drinks first?
By all means. I owe you. I owe
I-
you. So
What?
Shepherd pours around for all of you who want one, including you, Kyle, if you want a beverage.
I can't get drunk.
Doesn't mean you can't enjoy it.
No, it's no good.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
not
that-
thirsty now. I've had drink.
Will that rat blood satiate you?
She's like,
Little,
they're like, well, no pressure.
yeah.
We
Little
were
salty.
successful, Tari. All the rats are
I'm
dead.
sorry, you guys. My bladder can't hold.
We should have.
That's okay.
We should have scheduled a break-in. Actually, I apologize.
Well, that's
Okay.
okay. We're almost done, I think, for tonight anyway. So
We are getting close. Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So who is going to? And Mrs. Lovett is like, well, I've got to get back to my pies. Got to get
Love
back to
you
my
guys,
pies.
Mrs. Lovett.
Do you want to
Oh.
take any of these rats with you for the pies?
mincemeat pies are good.
Maybe that frozen one. Maybe that frozen one. She goes over and starts lugging the rat along with her.
It's a big meaty rat, you know.
It's a big meaty rat. She heads off. Bystander and Rom, they didn't even break a stride. The musician, they're still happy. The musician's like, I will compose a song in your honor, man.
We have to
He
talk
starts
to him
drumming.
again later.
Rats! Rats! There were rats! Are you guys going to go downstairs, or are you going to hear listen to the song?
It's that
well,
new
I-
post folk grunge.
I volunteered. I don't know who else did. I'm having my drink and just be like, just 1 minute while I chug my beer.
Yeah, Gerstenwein is definitely interested in figuring out where all that came from.
I don't
Weren't
like
they called didn't those kids call themselves the Rat Gang or something?
Alley rats.
The Alley Rats.
okay.
Oh.
Basement have all stock for food. Rats getting food, ruin food. No good stew. I go.
Okay, so Kyle's going as well. Is anyone
Yeah.
not going down to the basement?
I'm not going down to the basement.
You're not?
No.
You're
Well,
gonna hang it-
should I?
I don't know. It's up to you. Absolutely up to you.
Well, I guess if everybody else is going down there, I'll go too.
Come
I
on.
mean, it depends on how big's your tab. Because
My
If you're
tab?
You know
yeah,
what?
because Shepard offered to pay off our tabs. So
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I've been doing lots of eggnog and, whiskey. So
Eggnog?
let's go.
Eggnog
Right.
and whiskey. Jesus.
Whiskey. All right.
Oh boy.
So
an ovo-lacto vegetarian over here. So
you
Sounds
come
so
down the
dirty.
stairs that lead from above, and because we're drawing to the close, I'm not going to put your characters on the map. Kyle, as you well know, there are two entrances into this basement. The stairs that are inside, and there's also this other set of stairs which leads to a door that's out in the alley. So it is that is useful for larger deliveries and things of that nature. And
So is the city on like a hill or something? Like is that how we have like a street level entrance and then a back level alley?
No, Fern Foundation.
No,
underground.
the stairs. These are stairs, Jen. They go up to the door, which is on.
Oh, up, not down.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry if I misspoke.
No, my bad. I just didn't think, honestly, that something made sense like that.
No
Okay,
worries.
so we're in this basement. There's another
Yep.
set of stairs that go out to the alley, and here
Yeah.
I am in this room full of people I don't actually know.
Well, I mean, you've seen them.
What the hell does that
And
mean?
that's all you need, really.
Come on.
I
We
watch
fought
you.
battles
I watch you
together.
from
Come
the
on.
shadows, guys. I'm
Okay,
just-
so the lighting is the light is dim in here.
Is it?
Yeah, it's there's not really windows. It's it's intended for storage, so it's
Oh,
it's cooler down here. And
I'll see. Fine.
yes, Kyle see fine.
Oh.
And does anyone have who has dark vision?
I don't, but I will. I do have light as a
I
cantrip,
do.
and I'll like attach a light onto my rod.
Screw a little bulb into your rod. And there we go.
Basically, yeah.
Gandalf did it. Why not?
Gandalf did do
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
That's true. So, Kyle, you are quite familiar with these stores. You know where there's various things kept here. Mostly supplies for the kitchen and for the bar. Supplies for the accommodations, which are on the second floor, are kept there. Bedding and stuff like that.
Do I see any apples? As if so, I want one.
There are apples. Yeah, you see. There's apples hanging in like nets from the ceiling. And gonna take an apple. All right.
I'm gonna grab myself one and start chewing on that.
Hey, no. Stock not for you. You pay.
I mean, I'm down here, aren't I? I
You
am
pay-
paying.
No,
And
no,
hello, she helped save the whole upstairs. Hello.
Shepherd pay for beer, not for apple.
Well then I'll pay Shepherd later.
I raise all the apples higher so that none of the shorter people can get to it.
Well, I mean, Grim's about your height, so it's not much.
It's not much you can do for me.
Basically, you're just keeping them away from Astrid. Actually, yeah.
I don't like you.
That's all right. I have friends. I can have them get them.
I like your cooking though.
Do you?
Aw.
Am I good cook?
Good cook.
You're a good cook. Yes.
Thank you.
I
work
still come
hard.
here to eat, don't I?
Grymuk,
Yes.
you're quite observant.
Yes.
And
Reasonably
Astrid,
so. Yes.
and Astrid, you're quite good at observing tracks and other natural things.
Yes.
So, Astrid, give me a nature or survival check, whichever is better. Whichever you have a higher score in.
Nature is 5. What was the other? Survival?
Yeah, survival.
They're both 5.
So it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
then it's moot. So just roll and add 5.
Okay, so go ahead, Shaun.
Oh, that's right. I got to do it for you. Oh, roll a
Yeah.
one, roll a one, roll a one.
Oh, you're being a little bit petty.
No, I just like ruining whatever plan you have by making
Canceling Christmas. Oh, that's an
Yeah.
18.
Yeah,
Well done.
She got
Well
it.
done.
Wow.
That's a good one. And
Theoretically, I can do the same thing.
you absolutely can. Are
Yeah.
you going-
Are we doing? Yeah. 'Cause you said nature or survival.
Well, that was for her because she was looking at one particular set of clues. So you can also use investigation if you wish,
I mean, perception's my higher one, but that's
or
more for
perception. You
people.
can use perception. too.
Perception works. All right. So that's
No.
a +5 for me.
By the way, while they're doing that, I'm gently with
16.
a napkin cleaning my
16.
face.
While
Yeah.
I'm chewing on my apple, I'm wandering around looking for clues.
So you immediately
Are you shaving, Shaun?
I'm wiping my face of all of the rat blood.
Yeah, he's got blood all over him.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Astrid, you immediately recognize that the tracks of the rats, both the small ones and the large ones, do not, as you might have expected, come from the stairs, which means they didn't come from outside. Instead, they come from they make a diagonal across the space from this corner to the stairs.
So are there boxes right here?
There are where?
That space
that
where it looks
corner?
like there's boxes.
The
In
corner.
the corner
I
where
see,
they
yeah.
started?
Yes, there are boxes. Grymuk,
So-
you notice that some of them have been knocked over and pushed aside.
Do I see anything, like if I start sort of shifting them further away, do I see anything else?
When you begin to move the boxes, it is not long at all before you uncover a tunnel right through the wall. This is foundation. Right through it, extending a little bit straight out, then dropping down and disappearing into darkness.
Well, it looks like Shepard has a rat problem that's bigger than we thought.
You don't say.
How did you miss this, Kyle?
It wasn't here earlier. Kyle cooks too. He not the foundation expert. He not like construction builder. He doesn't check homes before sale. He not not inspector.
Does are there any obvious signs of like someone digging it out or chiseling it out, or is there any debris?
If you had to guess, I mean, there is some signs that the debris came into the room from.
Okay.
So it seems like it might have been dug from the other side.
Right. Okay.
And some of the debris would have fallen back in. Some clearly spilled out.
Okay. Well, we've got a choice.
We go in hole.
Looks like we're going in a hole. But
We all
I
go
still think
inside hole.
I still think those alley rats had something to do with this.
Yeah.
They came too close together for it to be a coincidence.
But we find hole. We go in hole. Together.
I mean,
Together. Like friends. And I like put my hand out like I want to do one of those
You wanna do like the
where they like put the hands on top of each other and you go
the 1, 2, 3 break. Yeah.
I put my hand out.
To all of us?
Adventure friends. Let's do it.
To all of us.
adventure friends.
Adventure friends.
He is offering his hand to all of you. Yes.
Don't leave me hang.
I'm gonna have some questions for Shepard when we get back, but I'm in. And
What
Okay.
What
I'll
about
go
you,
along.
tree lady? And you, strange dragon German.
Gerstenwein says, "Yeah, I will join," and aggressively adds his incredibly huge clawed hand to the pile. Just like, damn.
Boom.
What
I'm
do we
kind
do
of
now?
I'm not a very strong orc. Can you maybe calm down a bit?
And I'm tiny. Remember?
It's just comical because it's like tiny person hand, like a regular hand, another regular hand that's weirdly cold and clammy, and then a giant
hand, giant lizard hand, and with that weird flex and your newfound resolve to, as companions, investigate this mystery further, I think that's where we're going to call it a night.
Yay!
Good job, everyone. That was great.
Yay, everybody!
Yay!
Yay!
You overcame a very dangerous peril. That was quite cool.
Indeed.
And everyone, I've got to say, you had some bad rolls, but you had some good rolls, and you all used your abilities. In really interesting, fun ways. So I am really excited to see what happens next, and I am so pleased. So pleased for all of you. And Shaun, thank you for inviting me to GM this session. I've had a lot of fun.
Don't
We're
worry.
so happy you did.
Yeah,
There's going to
Thank
be
you.
another one of this craziness. So
Yep. We'll be back in 2 weeks to find out where the tunnel leads.
apparently
Yes.
we're called the Adventure Friends now, I guess.
Adventure
That was
friends.
well. I noticed that nobody else co-signed that. You might.
I
We're gonna
got that. So it's pending.
We're gonna see
Okay.
where this whole Adventure Friends thing goes.
I just try.
Yeah,
It's
we're
either
going.
Chaos
We're
Gerblins or
going.
Adventure Friends. So you guys
Adventure
got a choice.
friends works for me. That was less chaotic than it could have been. So
Well,
I'm gonna see how long I can manage to keep this weird accent that I've got going on.
Listen. I told you I was a Chaos Wrangler.
you did manage to wrangle.
I just
Yeah.
and my solution is to just throw so many monsters at you that you're too busy to derail me.
Oh, that's actually a really good
Oh.
plan. Yeah.
Oh, don't
Yeah.
worry.
Especially if we don't die instantly. Speaking of which, I hand Kyle a potion
Well, we're out of game, so you can't do that right now.
before we leave. I hand you
you'll
a
have
potion.
You'll have to
That-
think about that decision later.
It's fine, Shaun. It's a little bit of bookkeeping. If she wants to send you a potion, she can do
Yeah,
it.
I hand
Okay.
you a potion.
Although, oh, Jen, I didn't see your shirt until now. I didn't recognize the pattern.
Isn't it adorable?
Oh,
It is
yeah,
so
Spirited Away.
cool. Spirited Away. Yes, I also am wearing an on-theme T-shirt.
Yeah,
Run D&D.
Run D&D.
Nice.
that's a really good shirt. I like that one.
Thank you. It was a gift from a very good friend. I finally do want to say, just before we wrap things up, that that we are playing in a homebrew setting that was cooked up by myself and a very good friend of mine, Greg. And he's very pleased that this part of our world is seeing a little bit of action, and I'm so looking forward to you continuing to explore it.
Yay!
Yay!
I am too.
But with that in mind, before we close out proper, I want to give everybody a chance if they have a thing they need to plug real quick. Obviously, to plug if you've got a website or whatever. So we will start with our GM, Stephen Geigen-Miller. Sir, what would you like to let people know?
I am doing this again in 2 weeks. Come back, see us play again.
28th, 7 p.m. Central. Perfect. Mom, do you have anything to... I mean, you don't have anything, do you? You're my mom.
Just Shaun's stream. I'm on there.
Okay. Judd, you got anything
Several
you want to
times,
let people know?
you know, as often as I can
I
be.
got nothing. I'm not really good at the whole sign-off thing.
Okay, well, I'll give you a script and then you can do it in German from now on.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
And
Jen, you want to let folks know where to find you?
As always, can be found at linktree.com/loopdeloo and at nightlightpod.com and afflictedaudio.com. Please go listen to my lovely podcasts, and they're amazing. So you should.
So
The
Jen,
end.
what
Yes.
was the link tree thing again?
linktr.ee/loopdeloo.
Yeah.
She can send it to you in the Discord, Mom.
I'll send it to you in the Discord.
Yeah. And,
I got it.
All of my places are there.
Perfect. And then I will be back Thursday, which is actually my stream anniversary because apparently I've been
yes.
streaming
Oh,
for
yeah.
a year. So if people want to hang out or whatever, we're going to play games. Theoretically, Judd may or may not be there to possibly do PUBG again, and then we'll just rage against the machine. And then, so there's that. And then we'll be doing this thing again on the 28th at 7 p.m. Central. And then I would like to end the session entirely by just pointing out that of everybody who is presently here on the stream, I am the only one that was previously inside my mom.
Well, that's an
So you
awkward
think-
ending.
That's
So you think?
that's how it
that's-
ends.
That's definitely an awkward ending there, Shaun.
So you think? I don't
Alright.
know who's on your stream. You don't know.
I feel like you were destined to lose that joust with your mom, Shaun.
Yep.
This
I
is
feel like you left yourself wide open there.
I'm fine with that. No, if mom is like, you go for it, mom. And she's equal opportunity, so it's everybody that's on stream. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Who are currently going, wow, that's quick.
Hey, I'm married
Okay.
now, so you know. My past is a different thing.